last night to see if he was barefoot. Is that still the case? Is he barefoot? Because I know on Facebook somebody posted a picture of these could be his shoes, or is that so he is presumed to be barefoot at this point?
What I can say is that his mom says all of his shoes are accounted for at the house. I'm not going to say that he's barefoot.
All right.
Allegedly!
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Lady Freedom here coming at you with another raw narrative. Here's a brief disclaimer for tonight's show. Let's watch.
That's ignorant! Allegedly, that's ignorant! Ignorant.
Judgment, Aslı.
Sooie, you read my thoughts. You've got the shinin.
You mean shining?
Shh! You wanna get sued?
Judgment, Aslı.
You just use that shin of yours to call me and I'll come a running.
Moving for what?
But don't be reading my mind between 4 and 5. That's Willie time.
Hey, yo, boss. I love when he does that.
Let's watch.
Don't get me back to good bullshit.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Lady Freedom here coming at you with another raw narrative, and it's so good to see all of you guys today. Kiki, thank you so much for becoming a new member and welcome to the Dragon Tribe. I also saw Dawn Emery and Busy Mama. Good to see you. I also see GA64. Thank you for the green hearts. Thank you so much. Also, I see Holly S. Good to see you, Holly. Be careful in the school pickup line. I know sometimes it can get a little rough up there. And thank you for the green hearts. And so good to see you, Kiki. Our other Kiki 2025 True Crime is here. And we have Mama. Good to see you. We also have Dawn Emery. Good to see you, Dawn. And hey, Jude, saying hi to the Dragon Tribe. Good to see you, Jude. And Starflower, nice to have you here. Yeah, I last week was good. Barbecue weather Today it was raining, and it's been raining off and on, and I was trying to make it so it was quiet, and you weren't hearing like rain and stuff like that. But who knows? I guess it's just gonna happen like that. Seclusion Works, bonjour, good to see you. And I also see, let's see who else. Denise, I saw that you were making shrimp and grits. That sounds so good. Shrimp and grits, and I am jealous. Could you turn your sound off, please? I'm not gonna have a quiet live, guys. You're gonna hear probably rain and a lot of other shenanigans in the background because I'm sorry about that. Hey, Linda, good to see you, Linda Nunley. Thank you for being here. Also, Lori, good to see you, Lori. Oh, there's Denise's comment. Lisa King. Let's see, and I hope I'm grabbing everybody up. Hey, Charlene. And Michelle Carter, good to see you. I know, I know I wasn't hungry and now I am. This weather is kind of crazy. I know everybody's having like sinus issues and stuff like that. I could feel them coming on, or I'm just talking too much, probably a little bit of both. Oh, Seclusion Works has snacks. And let's see who else we have here. It's so good to see you. Oh, hey, Nani McPoppins. Good to see you. And Cece, good afternoon. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry I had to keep on moving this live stream up. But I'm glad to see everybody here, and good afternoon to all of you guys. Let's see here. So we got a little bit of stuff to go in. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. How's everyone doing? Good to see you guys. So yeah, we just have a little bit to talk about this afternoon. I don't have a terribly long live planned out for us, but you know, I was doing a lot of research last night. I was cleaning up my email and finally getting back to people. So I apologize if I'm late to get back. Hey, Sweetie. I just had like a whole bunch of spam stuff. Like, you guys wouldn't believe it. It's crazy. And somebody signed me up for Match.com too. So it's like, okay, somebody wants to see me have a love connection. Please don't get run down like I'm burning the candle at both ends. This is fun. No fun feeling. That's how I was last week. And then I was going to get up and do another live, and I'm like, I don't have the power, Captain. I don't have the power, so I didn't do it. Thank you, Lisa B. Always good to see you, and thank you for hitting that like button. And then, I do get sent other things, lots of research, Kiki. I know. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then once you go down a rabbit hole, you're like 20 minutes later and you're like, what the heck did I just do with my 20 minutes? So and I'm really interested in knowing more just about everything about PigFest, especially if I'm going to attend. I just want to know what what to expect, but also, there's a lot of weirdness going on, just a lot of weirdness. And, I'm working with other people trying to look for little things here and there. Starflower says, I gave up online dating. It's awful. I met a guy in person 2 weeks after giving up on online dating. Oh, I'm sorry, Starflower. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous too. Like, I mean, it's not ideal, but I understand when you work, like, I mean, it's kind of inevitable. I mean, but you do have to be careful because you have no idea who you're talking to. That's where like the Ben verified and stuff is probably a good idea. But some people make you trust them, and then you're like, oh, okay, you're not to be trusted. Michelle, good to see you. My ex signed me up for a lot of R-rated stuff. Yeah, like they spam my email bad, guys. Like then they signed me up for like pregnancy newsletters and stuff like that. And then PETA is relentless, right? Like the animal people. And if I had an animal true crime channel, then that would be perfect. But since I have a true crime channel dealing with humans, it's a little off-putting to be getting that all the time. And it buries the other emails down, right? So I'm like having to get through all of this. Well, a lot of times when you try to unsubscribe from these things, they are like, okay, you're unsubscribed, but then they still send you stuff, Like, I don't know how many times the New York Times, which I don't live in New York, obviously, they signed me up for that too. like newsletters and all kinds of goodies. So, but yeah, and then Match, it will not let me, like, it keeps sending me things. I'm like, unsubscribe. I've emailed them telling them I've never set this account up. This is not me, which, I mean, it's my email. So whatever. I don't know. They want to see a love connection. I don't know. Maybe they should try that out themselves and not sign up other people. But nevertheless, they did. Aw, see, seclusion works. That's awesome. My last date got me married. Aw, that's, see, and you do meet some nice people. You know, if you figure if you're a nice person and you're willing to try it, then there's other nice people out there that are willing to try it. But then there's also not so nice people and probably serial killers that, you know, want to prey on nice people. You know, and then if you put nice things in your description too, like, then people know kind of how to play you, right? Like, so if you put in your description or your profile and you're like, hey, I like doing this, and this, or I'm looking for this specifically, well, that opens it up for a narcissist to be exactly what you want specifically. And then they can flip the script, the mask falls, and you're stuck with a narcissist or whatever, or, you know, whatever transpires. But I know that's kind of a bad idea to kind of put in, you know, everything that you're looking for, because then they know, you know, you're like you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, right? So there's a lot of nasties out there. KJ Max says, put the emails you don't want into your spam in a few times without opening them, and then your email will take over and start putting them there automatically. Well, great. Yes. KJ Mac, I also was thinking about, like, setting up a rule in there to where it'll, like, anything from those specific emails will send it. I could drive that right over to the email that they hacked, the mod email that I had before. So that was another idea that I had. Like, if I could just get all of those to, you know, over to that bad email, and then I won't have to ever deal with them. Because really, strictly, Lady Freedom's Raw Narratives at gmail.com is basically, you know, obviously for grievances. If I accidentally block you, if you feel like you were wrongfully blocked or whatever, we can talk it out. But mostly I want it for missing children's cases, ones that you want me to look into, flyers you want me to share out, topics you'd like to discuss on the show, and of course, our Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, anything having to do with him. He's the main case that we work. Jaden Spicer, we found him, you know, which is great. We didn't find him, but, you know, the community, the police, everybody involved was there covering the story. We still have little Emmanuel Haro, and I was looking through and I noticed that you guys were sending me emails about him. So I also started creating separate folders with all of the cases that we talk about. So working on getting a little bit more organized, which is good. It's a good thing. It makes me feel good, because when it's chaotic, it's overwhelming to me. I don't know if anybody else feels that. Like, if you have anxiety, it just gets overwhelming to me, and then I won't go in there. You know, I shut down and I hide from it. I'm like, oh God, not another email. I see it come through. You know, that's what I do. Canadian True Crime 2024. Good to see you, and thank you for the green hearts. But yeah, so I've just been working on that. But I did have someone sent me something interesting about Sebastian Rogers' case. Very interesting. Now, I'm still working on more of an understanding on this, right? I have a grasp on it, you know. I think about how poor Nina met CP on there. Yeah, Jane, good to see you. Good to see you. It's really hit or miss, right? Because I've heard wonderful stories about people, or you might meet a nice person that you normally wouldn't have, and maybe they turn out to be like a friend or something. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I think that was like a little tiny spider. That was weird. I'm brave to do that because I usually will run away from spider. So yeah, you just never know. You never know. And there may be somebody out there that's looking for the same things as you, you know, and you just had to meet faithfully on the dating site. I don't know. A lot of them are meat markets though too, and it's kind of scary. And a lot of them have like felons and stuff like that, you know, that go on there because they're awkward socially too. So I mean, I signed up a past coworker with ASPCA seclusion. I'm surprised. Don't give them any ideas. ASPCA, that's another guys. They have the commercials with like the dogs and the cats, and I mean, I can't. It's sad. It's sad. So, but I mean, I know, I get that it was like probably a prank and harmless, but in the same way, it's a nuisance. And I no, I'm not trying to be on Match, you know. But thank you. I appreciate you thinking of me. Linda Nunley says, has anyone heard anything about the court proceeding concerning baby Emmanuel? I believe Smiley was covering it. She said something about court, like her title was about court. So I don't know if it's, you know, baby Emmanuel or another court case, because, you know, we follow all of them. I believe they were scheduled for one, though, for today, 9/4. Last time I played the school shooting in Minneapolis, they made me scrub it. So I have to be careful about what I'm sharing, I suppose. I need to be more familiar with that, because I'm so used to, you know, making my own videos out of what, you know, the content that I pull in, and not just pulling it straight from online. So thank you, Lisa B. Always. That is what I was going to talk about today. This is why I wanted to call, like, you know, call you guys all together for a live on this. And maybe you guys can help me out with this. I do know some about this, right? But I would really enjoy other people's help, because again, sometimes when I'm in live streams, I'm, you know, like our social butterfly here, I'm a social butterfly too. I'm over there talking to everybody and, hey, how you doing? And, you know, cracking jokes, and, you know, or if I'm modding, you know, I'm trying to watch out for trolling and, or people who, you know, usually misbehave or something like that. I've seen them around, and they're not so nice. So, you know, I mean, I'm not, it's horrible to say it, but, you know, I'm not fully giving my attention to whoever's presenting. I'm just not. And so, but I do want to share this with you guys as well. I wonder if I should just pull it from the link. Okay, let me see. Let me just go into my not so scary Gmail account. I mean, my inbox is down to 544, so that's pretty good, because it was like 2,000. It was really bad. But let's see. I know I got somewhere. Oh, in NeuroV. Okay, so Jonathan Hoeing, I think I'm saying that right, is still missing. I asked a couple of people too that sent me the things too. So give me a second though, because I know I tried to see what some other people that I knew thought of this, and I'm like, because I don't know if you guys know about Charlie Briley. Like, he was searching with Terry Lynn, right? And I don't know why, but I've told this Lauren from Facebook. This is courtesy of hers. I've told her a couple of things, but I don't know that she gets back to people, or if she doesn't know you, if she, you know, whatever. I'm not going to try to reach out to her. If she really wants answers, she can email me at ladyfreedomsrawnarratives.com, and I can tell her everything that I know about certain situations to the best of my knowledge. But she posts a lot about Sebastian's case, and I don't know. I want to say I shared one of her videos. It was the Chris Watts video where he talks about how he wants to, you know, well, it was a comparison of the porch interview. I'll just say it like this. It was a comparison of the porch interview versus Katie's interview at the 1 year mark, right? Where she says she's going to bulldoze Sebastian down with kisses and hugs and da-da-da. You know, very strange and odd comments, in my opinion. And now she's posted something else. You know, what does this mean? And it's Chris Proudfoot. So we'll go over that too. Let me share my screen. Give me a second here. And I did screenshot this too because I tried to post it on YouTube, but it wouldn't allow me to post it. It said the link was no longer available, but it's because of the content, I suppose. So I had to actually screenshot it and repost it there. So, you know, I hope she doesn't think I was trying to take her stuff down, but, you know, and just use it as my own. I couldn't get the link to work, and YouTubers like, hey, I can't get that link to work. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's see what we could do. I don't know why. See, and now it's not bringing me to the link, so I might have to just show you guys. Hold on, let me just pull it in myself. I mean, I got the posts and the pics. Oh, that's a background. Oh, that's her Jerison. Sorry, Jerison's been found. Thank God he's been found. We got Jerison in there too that's been found. We got Ugly Mug. Ugly Mug sticking his tongue out, lying his ass off. That's what he does when he lies. He sticks his tongue out. You know that about Jake Harrow. Alrighty, so this is the first one. Let me add this one. These don't take long. Sorry, guys. I thought I could just pull it straight from X. But it was being weird, too. Like, even when I was trying to send it from X to... yeah. And guys, be respectful. If you're going to comment on this, be respectful, okay? We're not here to bash anybody. We're here to understand what the hell is going on here in Sebastian's case, right? Finally found the photo. This is Lauren on Facebook, right? Post from X. She says, finally found the photo of the alleged bare footprint from the retention pond, but look at the name in the corner. Not sure what to make of this, right? And then this is the picture. And look who's live on StreamYard. Charlie Briley, right? And last I heard, Charlie Briley took all of the money that was being donated to Terry Lynn and he just skipped town. We don't know where Charlie Briley is. But, you know, it's funny because somebody sent me a message saying it's very easy to find Charlie Briley. And he's, you know, he's like, hangs out in old man hangouts and stuff like that. So what the fuck is going on, right? Here you go. And the footprint, guys, I would have much rather done this so I can present it and, you know, circle it with my mouse. But you can see the footprint, right? And this is the one right by the retention pond. You can see it. It is in the upper right-hand corner-ish, right, of your screen. Up by the Lady Freedom logo. And it's a footprint. Someone's footprint. You could even see the toes, right? You could see the toes. And if you guys want me to you know, add that back up there, I can do that. Just let me know, and I will. And if you have to zoom in, please feel free to zoom in. If you notice anything else in the picture, let me know. So, Charlie Briley was the man who put mattress pad in the truck bed, the truck above. He told someone that he got rid of it. He never responded to my text messages. And if he can be located, his truck bed may still have some DNA from the mattress pad. Now, guys, this mattress pad, I've seen the mattress pad. I don't know if the person who's, you know, sent it wants me to show it here. So I'm not going to. But here's the thing. There's a lot of allegations that go along with the mattress pad. And again, why would you get rid of a mattress pad when there's a missing child, right? Poof. Poof. James Martin Roberts. Sorry, Mimo. I think I lost that one. I'm in the one who emailed you Sebastian's beautiful boy photo. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jane. Oh, guys, that one, that totally had me crying my eyes out. Like I was sitting here bawling, Jane. That was so beautiful. And I do want to I do want to share it. I'm trying to figure out if I hope it'll let me do it just straight from your link. Because otherwise I'll upload it, but I know I'll probably get dinged on the copyright, which is fine. I just, sometimes it won't play it in certain territories, you know? Aw, Lisa B always says, so happy. I'm still married to my high school sweetheart, 46 years married. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Lisa B. Well, he knows that he has a keeper. That's why. He's like, I have a smart gal. She cooks. She's awesome. She's super smart. Yeah, they found that little girl. I don't know which little girl. Which one, hun? James Martin, something with James Martin. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I love watching chickens, Denise. I love watching them with the rooster. It's hilarious to me. I could watch them all day. 7 eggs, woohoo! Oh yeah, please hit the like button, Lori. Please get them to hit it. Say hola to that like button punch. Kelly Holcomb, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Lady Freedoms, I'm gonna Walmart comment on your jacket. I like your jacket you you have on today. Thank you. Thanks. It's kind of like, it's not chilly, but I kind of got that fall feeling today. I don't know why. It's weird because I'm in Florida. I shouldn't have no, you know, no fall feeling here. The boat scammer. But here's the thing, hey Jude, about the boat scammer is that I don't even know that he scammed any boat money, right? Because if he did, then he's not hard to find. And Terry Lynn saying that she couldn't find him in all this and was complaining, did a whole live stream about it. You know, oh, I don't know where the money went, and I don't know, and Charlie took it, and da-da-da-da-da, you know. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, guys, because, I mean, she's coherent babbling half of the freaking time. But look, this is Sebastian Rogers' case. And this guy is a weird-looking feller, okay? Sorry, Charlie. Sorry, good time, Charlie. I want to know what's going on. And I'm not pleased about it. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous and gross. Anyway, yes, I love your jacket you have on today. Thank you, Town Chat Cafe. You're so sweet. It's just like a flannel. It's like a flannel. I was in the fall mood. Right? Nano remembers Charlie. I mean, this is what I mean. I remember Charlie, but like, and okay, Charlie took the mattress pad from you, so he did have it. Do you think he put it in the back of the bed of the truck like she's saying? Because, I mean, I think there could be DNA evidence on that as well. And did he ever turn it into law enforcement, and were they able to check it? I mean, all of this stuff is weird. It's not only about inserting yourself into a child's case and stealing people's money. It goes way deeper than that. Yeah, I'll always share anything I find probative too. Yeah, and if somebody's willing to just post it publicly, I'm like, why not talk about it, right? It's already out in the ether, so might as well talk about it. I'm very curious, though. Thank you, Seclusion Works, for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tonight if you're up. Shadow, good to see you. You know, so it's one of those things, guys, where it's like, there's hey Nathan, there's one, it's one thing, you know, to pretend you're blind, for instance, and tell everybody you're blind and you need money and oh, woe is me. It's one thing to tell everybody that you need money because you're, you know, whatever, down on your luck. It's a whole nother story to take money and then blame somebody else and then take evidence or plant evidence or any of that. It's weird and disturbing. to say the least. Demented also, and mental. Those words come to mind too. Freaking messed up. So what happened to that? Turquoise is my birthstone, Denise. I remember he found several things. He did take a lot of money and things from TL and a few others. Yeah. So, but here's my question. Like, it's not hard to find him though. Like, somebody found him for me instantly last night when I sent him this, or when I sent them this post. They came right back to me. Found him. Found him. Here he is. We found Charlie. Oh my God, it's been a mystery for months. You know, and I'm going, tell me another one. Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom says, oh, I looked at this forever and couldn't see the footprint. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's because I think the ground wasn't like as, I hate this friggin' moist, right? Okay, the ground wasn't that moist, and so it's not like the print is going to be as pronounced as it would if it would have been. But like, did they even take like a casting of this footprint? Like, that's what I mean. Like, because when they mentioned the footprint in the news stories in the first 7 days, they said that it fell short, right? So that lead fell short. Oh, okay. That is your. Oh, okay. Are you? Okay, so you're Lauren from Facebook? Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure I know. But thank you. I appreciate you sending this out, because I was looking through my photos and I don't know if I didn't save it or something like that, but I had the footprint from something. Was it Narc Divers or something? I was saving things from Narc Divers back then. Yeah, luminol. They didn't do any luminol testing. They didn't do any proper testing, in my opinion. You know, unfortunately, to test DNA, you have to have some corrupt LE entity investigating, which was obviously, well, we don't have that here. Right. I agree with that, Nathan. I mean, like, you have to have people that want to solve it, right? Not that just want to get into the limelight so they can walk around the, area that they know and search, right? It's weird. Oh, Bobby, I didn't block Nathan, did I? I just saw his comment, or maybe you do or something. Oh, the mattress pad? Okay. Thank you. I didn't know. I wasn't sure if I should. And then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't show it. Took a photo, so it's not a good sign of trustworthiness. Right. Exactly. Well, and law enforcement knew about the footprint. That's what's weird. Like, I'll pop it up again. Law enforcement knew about the footprint. They talked about it being near the retention pond. Hey, Bear Honey. What this is, that guy searching in the beginning, he was going around with Evil, CJ, and disappeared. Okay. So he was also, I don't follow that guy, but I kind of know who he is. I think I've seen him in other chats. They already said the footprint was small. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know that it is Sebastian's footprint or anything having to do with it, Thank you, Hey Jude. Yeah, it went poof with Sebastian. Exactly. Sandy, it's crazy. It does look like a smaller footprint. Well, we know that Sebastian wears a size 10, right? And it looks like a flat footprint, right? Some people who have like a higher instep in their foot, they'll have be like a piece missing out of, you know, the footprint, right? So, hey, Bear Honey, why not just throw it in the trash? Why did he have to take it off? Well, I don't know. It's all weird though, because they were also like, you know, being accused by many, many people that they were planting evidence too. And I'm not saying that they were, I'm just saying that they were being accused of such. And then were they, I mean, what's the deal? What's going on? I want to know what's going on. You know? Town Chat says, oh, I thought the mattress pad was found in the dump. So then what was it that they found in the dump? Was it something of his clothes? I don't know what they found in the dump. They never came out and told us anything about what they found in the dump, did they? I thought they said it was just precautionary and that they didn't find anything. That's what the police release said. That's what Sonny Weatherford said, in my opinion, from what I know. But the mattress pad that you're asking about, that was found behind Worsham's. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jane. Please. Please feel free. Or if you guys have other information I don't know about, let me know. But if you're going to make some kind of outlandish allegation, please send me some proof, right? Because I'm just going to keep believing the same, you know, I'll keep having the same mindset from, you know, this proof and this proof, right? Just saying. Unless you send me new proof to make me change my mind. Because I've been thinking about this for a long time. A long time. One discards anything they think it's evidence of a crime, in my opinion. I think so too, Starflower. They don't want anybody else finding it, right? They don't want, I mean, you know. And then when you have so much local involvement, right? You have so much corruption. What are we supposed to think? Heather, the PI, had the mattress pad. She threw it away because the FBI wouldn't take it. Really, Bobby? They wouldn't take it? Yes, indeed. And CJ helped buy his boots, etc. Oh, so he was, I see what you're saying, Nano. So he was taking money from CJ to, in order to get like search attire. I don't know what the hell to call it. Interesting. I don't think he came home from the Texas Roadhouse. Nathan, I agree with that as well. I think it's very much on the table still whether he came home from the Texas Roadhouse or not. You know, I don't have any proof that he did, right? The only proof that I have is seeing Sebastian get into the car with his mother, and that's it. That's it. That's the last thing we see, right? Until they show me, right? Show me, then I'm not going to believe anything else, right? I mean, I do believe that there was activity at 3 a.m. And I've talked about this a lot, whether they were ballsy enough, right? Or maybe even stupid enough to draw attention to their own home and neighborhood. They did that night, in my opinion. Someone was messing around at 3 a.m. with flashlights. Katie was still awake, right? And the reason I think that is because of the light being on in her bedroom at 3 a.m. Boom. The light should not be on in your house if you're sleeping at 3 a.m. unless you like to have a high electric bill. Unless you don't mind paying extra while you're sleeping to light the room that you're not in. I went to bed. None of his shoes are missing. And that's not how Katie talks, by the way. That's all an act, just like me doing it just then. In my opinion. He was so sketch for some reason to me. Yeah, Bear Honey. I didn't think he was sketchy. I didn't. you know, but that was because I thought he was a good person just trying to find Sebastian. Same thing with Terry Lynn though. She's the exact same. She to me is just as bad as Charlie Briley. She's taken tons of people's money too and just allowed for everybody to think that she was in need and she wasn't. She's not missing. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for any of these people that have exploited Sebastian's disappearance at all. I don't. Where is Sebastian? Seen me? Right? You seen me? Because we haven't seen him. And then we have a stepfather who goes on and lies and does all kinds of crap. He was very sketched. TL gave him gas money a few times too. Oh my Lord. After this, never again. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Cece, it's terrible. It's terrible. Aw, Lori says, I've been married for 40 years come November. Well, happy anniversary to you, Lori. That's fantastic. I'm not the one who felt. I wondered what happened to him. The whole thing was so weird in the beginning. We need to go back, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I was showing you guys like the news footage from the beginning, because I know a lot of people are going back to the beginning, and I think it's a good idea. Look, I think that we aren't any farther along than we were in the beginning, so what would it hurt, right? To go back and analyze everything. What we do know about the beginning and the police response is that they were searching all over for Sebastian in the radius, but the problem is that Sebastian didn't walk off on his own. That's the problem. But they were operating under the assumption that he did. And then they refused to change their view of things, even when they saw that there was no camera footage in the neighborhood, even when they saw that, you know, Sebastian's mother's statements are very inconsistent, even when they saw Chris Proudfoot's anger, even when they knew that there were CPS reports, and even when they knew that there was tumultuous divorces on both sides of the aisle, right? Katie and Seth had a tumultuous divorce. It is what it is. It's not terrible. I'm not talking badly about their divorce. All I'm saying is it was tumultuous. Okay? It was. Read the papers. Go get the papers. Get the papers. You know? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Glad I'm not the only one who felt. I worried about what happened to him the whole time. Oh, sorry. Bunny, I reread your, or Bear Honey, I read your comment again. Called a bunch of higher ups today and bitch, Bobby. That's fantastic. We need to, though. It's ridiculous, you know? It's ridiculous. Lori says, you go, Bobby. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm still going to write that out to you guys. That's why I was kind of cleaning everything up, because I want to do a separate Google Drive, right, to kind of keep all this stuff in. But I'll have a link for you guys ready. With some email templates that you can use in order to just make it easier too. But just kind of Sebastian's story in a nutshell. It's extremely difficult to do it though, right? Because what are we going to tell these people? We have these crazy locals who are getting involved in a missing child's case and stealing money from the public because they say they're searching, because they need search boots. You know? I've watched Terry Lynn do the grift too, so she's not getting off the hook. This is not focused just on Charlie. They were thick as thieves, they were. All right, where was the mattress pad? I don't think I ever heard about this. Can someone update me? Give me a second. I will pull it in. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Let me see. And I defended her tooth and nail. That one I did. Against my better judgment. And two, I mean, let's face it. It's kind of crazy that that anybody would ever think to do something so terrible in a missing child's case. Like, who would think that? A mother of out of anybody. But walking around, if it was my kid, well, whatever. You're gross. And you should be ashamed. And we're going to talk about it, whether people like it or not. Okay, here we go. Can I share this? Hold on, I don't want to share it like that. Give me a second. I apologize. My apologies. I didn't want to, I do this. There we go. I can save it like that. All right. So I'm just going to pull this window over. You guys can follow me on X2 at Free Lady Stories. They wouldn't let me put all the raw narratives in there. So that's me, Free Lady Stories. And you'll see my logo too if you want to follow me there. I'm not a big X poster, but obviously people post on X. All right. So let me do this. And I'm just going to share these. Is it this one? Yeah. It's not. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Bear with me. This one. Oh, maybe I have to put that up there. There we go. Can you guys see that or not? Oh. Why is it only pulling that in? Okay. Well, let me pull it up this way. Hold, please. Alright, let me put it. Let me pull it in from this way. I'll be right back. All right, I think we're still there. Okay, hold on one second. All right. I just didn't know if I had to crop it in any at all, and I don't, so thank goodness for that. Oh, there's Jaden. Oh, sorry, guys. And I'm still waiting on the autopsy results for Jaden Spicer, guys. They're not releasing them yet, I don't think, and I haven't seen them. If you do see them, just let me know, because I would like to give an update on that. But also, you know, I'm just glad that they were able to find him, and so I'm trying not to harp on that too much. I'm really trying to focus on the ones that are still missing. Okay. So we have this, right? May 13th, 2024, 3:05 p.m., right? New Hope Road. So 2040 New Hope Road, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075 in the United States. I found this in the in the brush between Borsham's and Beach Storage Unit. See above, date, time, and location. And I don't know about you, but if you get goosebumps and stuff when you see weird stuff, but this gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, Nani, he's a local. He got involved with because of Terry Lynn, to my knowledge. Just like I'm pretty sure Wreck-It Rhonda was the reason why she was in the mix. She brought a whole bunch of weirdos. And herself, and inserted it into Sebastian's case like it's some kind of a game or something. Aw, Denise. They used to call it the turnabout dance for us. It was twerp. Sadie Hawkins was. Yeah, and I took my ex-husband, Olivia's dad. I sure did. We had a good time. The mattress pad right out of the Heather's mouth. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know, Bobby, if hey Pebbles, I don't know if law enforcement even gave a hoot about this. You know what I mean? I don't even know if they gave a hoot. Because if they did, they should have been doing DNA testing. Like, you know, like Nathan said, you got to be corrupt. You have to have a real corrupt group in order for this all to happen. You know? Yeah, yep, sure was, Deanna. Good to have you, Deanna. Hey, Pebbles says, oh, okay. Hey, Jude. Sorry, guys, I'm reading through. Yes, yeah. Yeah. And look at that, guys. There is a lot of, urine on this mattress pad, right? And I'm not going to describe it because you can see it for yourself. If you have to zoom in, excuse me, please do. I mean, it's awful, though. And, we heard a lot of people saying how Chris was telling Sebastian that he needed to leave because he was sick and tired of smelling, piss or whatever. Like, those are his words, not mine. How horrible. I would have asked him, are you sure that's not your upper lip, Chris? Nanny of 8 says, I've been wondering where he was. I know. Well, I mean, me too, because the last thing I heard was Terry Lynn, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, telling everybody she doesn't know where he is and nobody can find him. And oh my God. Somebody came back to me 2 seconds after I sent this to them and said, here's Charlie Briley right here. It doesn't matter, Kiki. She was involved in all of this. It doesn't matter whether she had possession of the mattress pad or not. She had direct knowledge of it. And her buddy Charlie took it. And then she claimed he was nowhere to be found. Hey, Borna honey. So yeah, no way. I'm not buying it. I want to know what the hell's going on. And I wanted to know, look, this mattress pad, guys, has been on my heart, on my brain for a long time. Right? Because it was widely talked about if you were in her community. Who said he was hard to find? Perhaps that person was hoping to dissuade others from finding him due to what he made known about the person as well. Birds of a feather. KJ Mack, I agree. And it was Terry Lynn that said that he took a bunch of money and for a boat. That was the story, right? It's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, Jane. I've had many vehicles coming by my house and stopping. Yeah. Yeah, and whenever I see someone in here that I don't know, I take a picture of their vehicle and their license plate number. Because I've had the same thing happen. Just for talking, just for presenting information, just for asking questions. Oh, good. You called Pete Hedgepeth? Yeah, I saw him. I saw him presenting an award to Sumner County. The same week that Seth was there. Last week, actually. I don't think it's well deserved at all. Oh, yes. I'm grateful for it. Pebble says it really pissed me off, but Sheriff Snuggle Struggles isn't allowing anyone to help. Well, and they didn't in the beginning, and even the mayor was telling people. John Isbell is out there telling everybody how to search. How the hell would he know? He's like 4 foot nothing. How many times do you think he searched? And then again, like I said, and I didn't get a chance to watch the rest of Betty's, but, she was saying too, she's like, who's more qualified to search for Sebastian? Because I'm pretty sure Chris and Katie are well trained in search and rescue when they've been in the Navy. Granted, they're probably used to maybe dealing with more water, but still. Aw, my grandchildren call me honey. That's so cute, Denise. Aw, I needed a little bit of sweetness there. Yeah, I'm gonna send it. I'll probably get some of this stuff together. If it's on X, I'm guessing At Night has seen it. Yeah, and then you have the liar foots with B stalking people. In my opinion, yeah, they sent. I mean, it's a collaborative effort. You know, it's a collaborative effort. That's the thing. They're like, oh, do you live in the same state? Okay, how far do you live? All right, go over there and harass that person. What? That's weird. You have a problem. And honestly, if you think that you're above being found and somebody go into your house, think again. Think again. What goes around comes around, guys. I just sit and wait for the karma to happen. I don't even have to worry about it. Well, yeah, Linda, I definitely think there's things being covered up. Whether it's because they're afraid, because we saw the fear, guys. We saw the fear where people wouldn't beep their horns. They would only do the fist pumping. They would only, they were waving. They want to help, but they're stuck. Yeah, thank you, Kiki. Absolutely. Thank you. And I appreciate you, Jane. I really do. Because look, this has been bothering me for a long time. Lisa P. always. I wanted to let you answer. I knew the answer to that. Size 10.5, Hey Jude says. I did, and Craddock wouldn't even let me in the door. He asked who I was from the area and what group I was with. See, that is absolutely bonkers. It doesn't matter. It's a concerned citizen. It's a public safety issue. And especially if you have a tip or anything like that, you should never be made to feel guilty for coming in and sharing it, because it could be the smallest little detail. That was totally different place that he found what looked to be a shallow grave. No LE showed up, so we were told. I mean, and they were doing the same thing with the pants. I do remember that, Nanny, because I was watching it. In my opinion, it almost doesn't look human to me. I mean, it looks kind of like Bigfoot, right? Town chat. I mean, honestly, I would have to agree. It kind of looks a little staged. Hey, Nisi Marie, good to see you. Right? And they said that lead fell up short. Well, did somebody plant it there then? Because it looks pretty fresh, right? I will say that. You can make out like the big toe and, all of that. That footprint reminds me of the time my father made fake footprints in the snow and said they belonged to Santa. Aw, that's cute. That's cute, KJ Mac. Thanks, Kiki. It's probably Chris Stinkfoot's baby-sized footprint. Yeah, that's why he was trying to pass it off to be, the big-size 10s. Or, the big-size 14. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make myself normal over here and see how well that works. I wanted that custom layout. All right, that one's not so bad. We'll show our little pig guy. I don't know why this screen is... Okay, there we go. That's why. All right. Thank you, Hey Jude, for dropping Kiki's link. I told Kiki to drop her link today. I was like, drop your link. Hey, Leanne, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Kiki says, lady, you've been working hard. Here's a coffee. Love you. Thank you, Kiki. I really appreciate it. Girl, I've been drinking coffee like it's going out of style. And I do the shots of espresso, too. So I'm like, woo, Or is her name Remy? Remy. Remy Martin, Remy Pearl, Remy Zero, the band. Can you tell the size of it by any chance? I can't. I can't. It looks close to maybe like a 7 or 8 is my opinion. But it's fresh though. I mean, it does appear to be fresh. Oh, cool, Nisi Marie. I'm gonna have to check your video out. Jude, would you post Nisi's link too, please? Pretty please. Remy Pearl, Lori. That's what I was thinking. I'm like Remy Pearl, and I was thinking Remy Martin. Yes, espresso is the best, Nano. Because I mean, I probably got like 4 hours of sleep. Jude, yes. For some reason, it won't change on my page, huh? Little monkey. That's so cute. Hey, Jude. Justin's baby girl from Clutch the Pearl. Okay, that's what I was thinking. You were talking about Clutch and Pearls. Yeah, that's what I was trying to reference to, in my opinion. Like a little baby monkey foot. Is it a monkey foot? It looks like a primate of some sort. If we're being very scientific. Is the monkey? Yes. Yes, Nano, thank you. I think her name is Remy Pearl. It's Remy Pearl. Bobby, thank you so much for your super sticker. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, he does. He calls her both. Like, I've heard him call her mostly Remy, though. Right? Mostly. But I wanted to, present that to you guys. One thing that worries me is that they weren't taking the CPS reports seriously enough, right? Or they wanted to cover the behinds. Yeah, drop your link, please, Kiki. Kiki, talk about researching, guys. Kiki's doing a lot of research. We help each other out with a lot of research as well. Just looking at things, to figure out what's going on. Because, I mean, we're at the point now where we're 18 months in. We have a lot of, thank you so much. Thank you, Kiki. We have so much misinformation. A lot of people saying, well, there's no evidence, right? But if you're saying there's no evidence and you got this weird guy, like, I don't freaking know this guy. I don't know what he was doing besides being a local supposed good Samaritan, right? Right? Just a local good Samaritan that didn't have boots of his own. And so he was grifting, apparently, is kind of what I got. But, I would say that if you find something like this and you have a crime in the area and you let it go, that's probably not a great investigation at all. We go down the rabbit holes together. Thank you, Kiki. I appreciate it too, girl, because sometimes I'm like, what is going on? Like, literally, what is happening right now? Am I crazy? Am I really seeing this? Am I thinking this? Right? But I know I'm a logical thinking person. I'm very strong-minded, to a stubborn also. So that's a good thing, I guess. But when things don't add up, or things are adding up to something that I'm thinking, oh, crap, there we go down the rabbit hole. Crafty Girl, thank you for being here. Do you think maybe KP was making up about how much Sebastian's feet grew over the past few months because she didn't want that footprint to be questioned as Sebastian's? I was thinking that, Crafty Girl. I really was. And I'll tell you, and I need to actually, hold on, let me see. I need to pull, oh, here it is. I need to pull the other one in, but we were talking about this. Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom sent me 2 shoes, and one was 2 sizes bigger, right, or smaller than the other, depending on which one you want to look at. And this photo, I did a side-by-side. I haven't had a chance to do the side-by-sides yet. But we have Sebastian at the Texas Roadhouse on the one, right? Hands in his pockets. The other one is at his birthday party in December, right? Or sometime close, to that area, but within a couple of months of each other. Katie stated that Sebastian's shoe size grew 2 sizes in a month, right? Your toes are in the front. Get in the car, and she did like the whole scenario, right? The whole narrative was painted about Sebastian's shoes, right? And how his shoe sizes grew 2 sizes. So I do think there's something to it. And thank you for being here, Crafty Girl. I honestly think that the shoes were their big mistake that they made. I really do. Detroit, you can't see the footprint on your phone. Hold on a second. Let me pull it back in. Let me pop it back up, and let me duck out for a second and grab the other ones. And it's not going to be as good of a comparison as I wanted it to be, but at least we'll be able to see it a little bit better than we would be able to, because I was very much amazed by this too. So hold on. Let's see. All right, hold on a second. Shoes. Okay, here we go. So, alrighty, and it's right up by, you can see like little green spots, and if you just kind of follow those up, you should be able to see it, Detroit. And my apologies. I know it's kind of like I could have zoomed like as specifically into it, but I really wanted to show you all that we were talking about Charlie Briley, right? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, looky there. Money motive. Allegedly, in my opinion, could be. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So now these are 2 shoes, right? Now this New Balance pair looks a lot like Sebastian's, right? And I'm just going to kind of go in between of these guys, and I'll try to do a comparison. Like I said, I've just been doing some other things. Oh, and I have a wonderful collaboration that I've been working on, guys, for Monday. It will be on another channel, and then once we get all of the details ironed out, then I will announce it. But I've also been working, on that. So if we look at these pictures, these very much resemble, and I appreciate, my friend who sent this over. Just really, really thankful for it, because it puts it into perspective, right? So these are Sebastian shoes, and then if you look at the black New Balance ones here, they have like what appears to be kind of like a lip that overlaps, right? So it kind of makes the shoe look like it's a little bit bigger, right, than the other shoe here. And the other shoe is also a New Balance shoe. But this New Balance shoe is the size bigger than the black ones, right? So, I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Yeah, Nano, for sure. Both KP and Sebastian's shoes look so much alike at the Texas Roadhouse. Yes, and we did do a comparison of that too, like a long time ago. Like when the Roadhouse video first came out, because we started noticing like their shoes were the same, and we started noticing that Katie had, a hoodie, and then Sebastian didn't. The blue ones do look like Skechers, yeah. the blue ones do look like Skechers, right? What about you were exploited on? I was exploited on YouTube. Says what about Brandon? Brandon who, hun? Oh, are you Brandon? Are you Brandon? Maybe that's it. It's all weird. It's so strange, you know? It's so strange. And I just want to get to the bottom of it. I don't, I'm not trying to be hateful, but I don't understand what is going on. I can't wrap my brain around it. And it's so obviously corrupt. They can't all be afraid of Chris Proudfoot. Or do they have dirt on each other? Right? Township says growth down significantly between 12, growth slows down significantly between the ages of 12 and 17. A boy's foot usually grows about 10% in length, which means a 2 shoe size increase would be quite rapid and not common fitting children's shoes. That's my opinion too, Town Chat. I don't think that this is 2 shoe sizes for Sebastian in a month like Katie described. I don't. But I will say, and we'll do a better comparison of it too, these are very similar. Because Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom's like, well, lady, I don't know though, because look at these. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, that's 2 shoe sizes? And she said, yeah. So I'm like, okay, if I'm looking at it, but I do think it's too rapid. I do think it is. Hey, Sammy, I'm pretty sure I've been wearing the same shoe size since I was 10 or so. Yeah, I hit a growth spurt too, Sammy, and then I didn't grow anymore. Like it was like 5, 6, that's it, So, and girls are different too. And like I said, my daughter's like real, like she's like petite and stuff. So, I'm wondering if it's the military bond, Krista. I do wonder about the military bond, but I'm thinking there has to be some more dirt or some deep corruption, right? Like they're on the same, boards and committees and, it's a lot easier to get what you want put in place when you have other people that will vote for the same exact things that you want, right? So if you have it all in the bag, you're running unopposed, you have other people over here doing this, that, or whatever, it's going to be a little different, right? It's going to be a little easier. We're going to find out, Bobby. And please, if you have more information you want to share with me and you don't want me to share it, write that, please. Please, I won't share it, but we can always talk about it and find a way to bring awareness to it. I truly hope and pray that you find the real truth, lady. Thank you, Nano. I'm trying to. I don't understand why this is such a hard thing, right? Because I would have to consider that there has to be a very high level of corruption involved, right? And people condoning that corruption and being maybe not even okay with it, but they just go along with it because they don't want to stand up against it. It's the same reason why, the Nazis in Auschwitz went ahead and hurt all of those people, right? All of those children, all of those poor people, and they're torturing these people and they're starving these people and they're doing all of these horrible things that they might not have ever done before, but they were under the rule of Hitler, right? So they're doing all of this stuff. They're doing all of this. They're going along with it because it's better to be, not me happening to. And I don't want to be the one to bear the brunt of the crap. So it's very cowardice, but it's human nature. They've done tons of studies on it. I think that the feet use blackmail, especially since they were pineapples, yes, and all of the real estate, yeah, sketchiness. I agree with that, Holly S. I do. And, I'm the first one to sit there and be like, I don't care who's doing who or what, in that regard. Hey, Milky Way girl, because, it is what it is. Like, if that's the lifestyle they choose, who am I to tell them not to do it, right? As long as they're not hurting little kids. Like, but you do run that risk. I mean, we saw that in the Wells case, right? There's these sex parties, right? But the kids are involved in it. Like, that's disgusting. Like, if you're an adult and you want to put your key in a fishbowl or whatever, more power to you. But don't involve little kids in it. But I mean, those are the kind of devious situations that you put yourself in my opinion, right? It's just, it never works out well. It just doesn't. Somebody's going to get hurt in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes people end up, unalived. It's like that one girl, she worked at it was called the Twisted Kilt or something. She was a very beautiful young girl, and they were wearing scantily clad outfits, serving at the bar and cocktail waitressing, right? I mean, been there, done that, right? And it was she started sleeping with one of the guys. Well, the wife was okay with it at first, but then she turned out not to be okay with it, and the young girl lost her life, right? Just because she's more beautiful and desirable than the wife was. But she's gone now, And that was a really twisted, creepy tale. It never ends well. There is a tie that binds them together. It is dirty dirt they do not want exposed, in my opinion. I think so too, show poodles. Otherwise, if they didn't have any skin in the game, you could probably get away with blackmailing to a certain extent. But after all this time, there's no way. And it would explain all of the people flipping over and being so nasty about it. Because if you change your mind, it's one thing. But it's you have to come over here and, initiate yourself into it, right? Oh, no, it's not good enough to say you changed your mind. Now you have to start going after people with us, right? It's a gang mentality. It's like being in a gang. But it's YouTube thugs or whatever. I don't even want to call them thugs and give them that much credit. It's more like cowards who won't even show their faces. I mean, if you can't show your face and you're doing all that dirt. Katie doesn't tell the truth about anything. Not a dang thing, Patricia Prater. Thank you for being here. No, he asked about Jaden before Brandon, lady. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kiki. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking that was our friend Brandon from Kentucky, McAfee Gaming. We're still waiting on Jaden, we're still waiting to hear. The good thing is, Felicia's charges have been upgraded, right, to murder. And somehow they found out that she didn't accidentally do anything, right? And obviously we all know that. We're if she gave him more than one extra dose of his medication, then she knowingly overdosed that poor baby. But I don't know what his tox screen said or anything like that, the autopsy. Again, I'm just kind of praying that justice is served. I am curious, and I'll update you guys. I will. Here in the next couple of months, if Sebastian is not found, I'm going to be really deep diving into the corruption in Tennessee. It's not only going to be Middle Tennessee. I've heard of corruption east, west, north, south Tennessee, right? Tennessee. Okay. And I know wonderful human beings from Tennessee that are not okay with it, right? So awareness needs to be made. They're not going to keep it in the dark and then have parties celebrating their duper's delight. It's not going to happen. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And like I said, people send me things all the time, guys. There's a lot of things that I know that I don't share, right? Because I think there's a time and season for everything. And I think that even though I'm very impatient, I am, but I also don't want to muddy the waters anymore. And I also don't want to speculate when somebody is innocent or didn't have anything to do with it, right? But by God, if I find out that you have something to do with it, we are going to expose it because it's not okay. Look at Sebastian. Look at him. He's out there somewhere. He did not go poof. He did not go poof. You know, he's either, like Chris said, he's out there somewhere, or he's no longer with us. Those are the two main things, right, that we're looking at right now, 18 months in. But there's a lot of options for places that he could be hiding, right? I wanted to share this with you as well. And this is just going to be a still shot, by the way. So just bear with me here on that. Oh, I will have to crop this out. Okay, give me 1 second. I just want to crop out the source here that I've got, just so nobody gets panties in a twist. Panties in a twist. All right, there we go. And guys, if you ever have evidence to the contrary, also please feel free to send it to me and let me know. Because there's Jaden. This is a young lady that we found, or that was found, that did run away, right? She ran away and then she came back. She was located. That's what happens when you just run away. Typically, when you run away, you may come back. You may be found later on. You may decide never to come back at all. But you're still out there. So we were talking about this concept, right? And I've been 5'4" since I've been 13 years old, Krista. So this is kind of an oddity, but we were talking about how Aunt Melissa, right? Melissa, Chris's sister, her husband is involved in building these underground bunkers. That's what's been alleged. So it's been alleged that he is involved in the underground bunkers, and this is just an example of one of them. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it too. In my opinion, Katie gets around town and they use that to easily blackmail LE. Think of that, the back neighbor, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with that, Holly S. I'm side-eyeing that relationship a lot harder these days than I did in the beginning, right? I am. Because I always said, I don't care what people do, right, in their free time. Or I think I said, I don't care who's banging who. Because I don't. But if it has something to do with Sebastian being missing or things being covered up, then that's a whole different ball game. You know, and they could have done that. They could have very well done that. All right, so payoff, Linda says, in my opinion, I think it all goes back to the money. Nano says, I think so too, Krista. I'm here just cooking, can't type. No worries, Kiki. I do that all the time. I don't either, lady girl. I wish I lived close and closer to Tennessee. I know. Same here. Same here. Hey, Ann Reynolds. Did you want to talk about Charlie, Ann? I was gonna send it to you because I know you know a lot about Charlie. Okay, you want to talk about Charlie? All right, guys. I'm gonna drop. Miss Ann. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. But I will. You know what? I'll just send it to you, Ann. Tilted kill. Yeah. Yeah, Sammy. So you know about that story. I forget what that guy's name is, but he had like a really girly name, I think, wasn't it? And he was okay with it. You know, the wife was like okay with it at first because I don't think she had really a choice, but then she wasn't. Tennessee has been corrupt since forever. I love Tennessee, not the government or the police, most of them. Thanks, Peggy. I agree with that. Look at the way we're seeing with the Puster case. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, thank you, Detroit Rock City, for hitting that like button and getting everybody to hit that like button. Yeah, we want to have a Steel Magnolias party. All right, hold on. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nano. Okay, give me 1 second, Miss Ann. Let me get you a link because I don't want to drop it. 'Cause I don't want any cretins coming up here trying to defend other cretins. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. All right, here we go. Okay, I might have to. I might have to just do it through the messenger. Okay, here we go. This will work better. All right, Miss Ann, I'm going to send it to you on Facebook, hon. Oh, I see on the Tita. Oh, yes. And Renesmee, guys. I haven't had a chance to research more about Renesmee, but I don't think they found her yet. Good to have you, Sammy. Thank you for being here. No Cretans blessed. I mean, I'm like, please, you know, because I don't mind dropping it for people. I would like to do an open panel one night, but if we were talking about this, there's a lot of people that would probably come over and try to, you know, tell me something that I don't really care about. Honestly, I only care to hear about the truth, right? Like, even if it's something different than I'm thinking initially, it doesn't matter to me. I want to know. I want to know the truth. I do. I just want to know the truth. And I don't think that that's too much to ask for. I think the truth is the easiest thing in the world. It's a lot easier than carrying around a burden, right? And everybody side eyeing you constantly, and you know, you could have a great time at Pigfest and not even have to worry about it. You know, if Sebastian's found, then nobody's going to show up to your Pigfest. That's the only reason we want to go there, because you don't want to spreading awareness. You don't want anybody to know Sebastian's still missing. It's odd. It's odd. There's something terribly, terribly wrong with that scenario. You know? Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, great. Alrighty. I'm still looking. Just bear with me, guys. All right, here we go. Oh, Bobby, they found her? Okay, oh good. We were sharing her out last night. She's so cute and little, guys. 9 years old, but small. Hey, YouTuber. Oh, thank you, Town Chat Cafe. Town Chat Cafe gifted a Lady Freedom's Raw Narratives membership. If you got a membership from Town Chat Cafe, make sure you say thank you and welcome to the Dragon Tribe. And did it look like I said somebody got it? Only the truth, please, please, because we've had so much, like, everything's been so convoluted in this case, even down to like call a billion numbers because we're not even sure if law enforcement is following up. And that's the issue with the mattress pad, right? And then this weird guy having it, and then, you know, did he even take it in? And then also it goes back to money, right? They did, Lisa King. They found her, Renesmee. Oh, you know, I had such a bad feeling because that little girl, they said the last time they saw her was outside at 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh, congratulations, Peggy. Welcome to the Dragon Tribe. I'm so glad you got it. Yeah, that's so sad, guys. That is so sad. Thank you, Town Chat Cafe. My, oh my. Thank you, Sammy, for hitting the like button. Aw. All right, guys. So I was just going to wait for Miss Ann for a second. Let me share this too. I know, Sammy, I always forget until someone reminds me, even when I'm in the other chats, even when I'm like, hit the like button if I'm a mod, you know, and then I'll be like, okay, take your own advice. All right, so I can't read that to save my life when it's like that. I hope that's not too blurry for you guys. This one's from Lauren also. Lauren from Facebook. What does this mean? Christopher Proudfoot. Why aren't you allowed around your own kids? ? And you think just because you are cooperating doesn't mean law enforcement aren't looking at you too. The rest of us sure are, because you two know exactly what happened. 18 hours ago. I don't know how long ago this was taken. Ugh. Of course. Oh, you know, and when I just read that part in my brain, you are correct. Like, I literally heard his nasty voice in my brain. Okay, so Christopher Proudfoot responds, you are correct. We do know what happened, and everything has been reported to law enforcement agencies. Thank you for stating the obvious. Very defensive. No, I'm just kidding, guys. This comment is a bit argumentative, accusatory, right? I will say that. But I mean, you know, I feel like that. And that's from Melissa Young. Wait, what? He literally just said, we know what happened. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I think what he's doing here, I think he's basically saying, you know, we know what happened and we know that we didn't do anything, you know, because, and again, he said a lot of weird stuff, you know, a lot of weird stuff. I don't know. It looks like Gypsy Nielsen, Hope in the Shadows, tried to put something up here, but you can't really tell. I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's really, really bad, or I'd share it. Let's see. But yeah, that's probably the best version of that I could show you all. Is that one. I wonder why it's not scrolling down. It should be. Okay, it did. Sorry, I couldn't tell. It's kind of small for some reason. I don't know what I've done here. Welcome back, Kiki. Ooh, a new table. That's awesome. What are you cooking? We're just waiting on Miss Ann. And Miss Ann, if you need me to send you the link on the phone, I can do that too. But yeah, guys, just something interesting to look at about this. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good job. Yeah. Bobby says I called CPS today about vetting foster parents. Yeah. Yeah. I think that it's just important to get them the resources, you know. They need to get the better resources, and you know, because these kids are falling through the cracks, and it's not, you know, it's crazy to think that a little one is out like that in the middle of the night. That's crazy. Like, they should be asleep, right? And it's a school night, is it? I don't know. I don't have little kids anymore, but pretty sure it's school time. And that's the problem. We were talking about that too, like kind of some of the red flags. Not for every homeschool situation, right? But I mean, we hear it a lot where these kids are, you know, out of the eye of a school, where if they were, you know, having, ooh, tacos, um, if they were having any type of signs of abuse, then they're not going to be able to see those until maybe it's too late, which is very sad. A camel test? Did I miss something? Yes. Yes, Kiki. I'm sorry I missed your comment, but I know what you guys are talking about. I was telling Kiki I had sprained my ankle one time, and the doctor said that the sprain was worse than a break. I was like, it sure does hurt, and I couldn't walk on it. Aw. I know, it's so sad, Bobby, especially like, oh my gosh, she's a little princess. Look at these mods. Blast CPS is notoriously underfunded across the board. Such a sad commentary on our society. I agree with that, Bless. I think it is just happening more and more. Like, I don't know why they're maybe making bad judgment calls, or maybe they're trying to put different protocols into place, but you know, they're having trouble with it, right? Because I mean, anytime you're trying to implement something new or roll something new out, even if it's just like in an office setting, it can be a little while for people to get into the groove of it. But like, we're seeing it everywhere where they're involved, and you know. Oh, it's just a troll. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted everybody to know I'm still looking into Jaden's case. I just, you know, once he's found and everything, it's just, and I'm just so glad that they were able to do right by that baby at least a little bit. But again, CPS failure. It was a failure on the adults too, because nobody should have ever given Jaden to his mom. And I would never say that. Like, I always think that kids deserve to be with their parents, right? Those are who's going to love you the most, right? But if they're not right, we got to get them away. Yeah, good point, Patricia. If CP and KP know and LE know, why doesn't Seth know? I think it's because Seth wouldn't get it on in on the pact, right? Because Chris wanted Seth to be involved in the pact, and Seth decided to do his own thing, right? Where he was going out and looking on his own. Chris wanted him to, he wanted them all to be on the same page, you know, the same script, out there saying the same things. But Seth didn't want to do that because he wants to actually find Sebastian. He doesn't want to forget about Sebastian. He wants to find Sebastian. And that's just the way at TI is. Sorry for those who don't like it. It's just the way it is. Town chat. Good morning, little Miss Sharon. Thank you for being here. Friday morning in Australia. Yay. All right. Well, I don't know, guys. Is Miss Ann... Do we have proof of life on Miss Ann? No, I'm just kidding. Because I don't want to move on yet until we're going to talk about a different subject. Oh, the littles walked in the door. We got to get them hugs. Aw, how cute Lisa B always. That's adorable. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a great, you know, start to the school year too. Just to put that out there. I hope all the kids are having a good time and meeting new friends and getting to know their teachers and everything. That's fantastic. Let me see here. There was something else I wanted to show you all pertaining to this. Let me see. Okay, I don't have it up. Oh, you know what it is? It's at night. I think I wanted to show. Hey, Jude. I'm looking at X now. Um, all right, they posted something an hour ago. Your cavalry has just expanded threefold. We're currently in discussions to engage additional organizations for support. More details will follow as soon as they're available. United, we will find you. Hashtag Sebastian Rogers. Fantastic. Fantastic, I say. X is very it's a very it's a very rough place to be. Oh my gosh, I agree with that. Sebastian was failed by many people, including the ones investigating his disappearance. Maybe if it was their child, they would do it and feel differently. Something needs to be done. Amen. 7. Amen. 7. Ew. Blah. Sorry, just saw something really disgusting. All right, I'm glad I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry, I just wanted to read that from 7. Hey, Mama Bear. Krista says, and Seth doesn't want to want a sugar coat, something steaming hot and brown because it doesn't deserve it. Seth actually has morals and values in my eyes. Yeah, and really all he wants to do is find Sebastian. We were even in here trying to make plans for Pig Fest and stuff, and he's in the chat. He's like, I want to find my son by then. Like, he doesn't care. You know, he doesn't. He just wants to find Sebastian. It's very sad, in my opinion, that he has to go through this. And it's uncalled for. It's unacceptable. Really, it's unacceptable. She has 2 mommies. Women are married. We're fostering her and her siblings. CPS took from bio mother and gave them to 2 momsters. Was a cousin of a bio mom. Man role, wife parent killed her. Oh wow. And that's little Renesmee. Horrible. Only a monster could hurt a little teeny tiny kid like that. Sammy says, YouTuber, my kid started going to school at 8:45 a.m. She previously went at 12:50 p.m. It's kicking my butt. Yeah, different. Really different, huh, Sammy? I bet you she's getting acclimated too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or a one-way trip to Uranus seclusion. Oh, boy. Sponsored by Man Wipes. Patricia, you tell us. Patricia, you're gonna think you're gonna have me thinking I'm in trouble in the chat, by the way. It's a big change. Yeah, it is. It is. It's getting acclimated to the whole school year, right? Did you hear or talk about the insurance of the Gerber? Yeah, yeah. Playing at Seth and had the KP was allegedly awarded in the divorce. I haven't checked this for myself. Yeah, I erased it out of here to make room for this other stuff. But yeah, it's confirmed. It was in their divorce. Yeah, Katie was awarded the Gerber life policy when, and if it was carried out, because you do have to pay into it. Right. But what I found was interesting, Sammy, is that she told Smiley when Smiley says, do you guys have an insurance policy out on Sebastian? Right. Because, I mean, a lot of us in true crime, we kind of know what to look out for that. Right. Like, it's usually the motive in a lot of cases. Right. Money. And so Katie sat there with crickets for a minute, and then she goes, his father has one on him, like that. you know, just in a real jerk way, in my opinion. Come to find out, she was awarded that in the divorce. So why didn't she say that? Again, Katie, come clean. Tell the truth. Be honest, but you never have been. Not once have you been honest. Honestly, I don't believe a damn word that comes out of your mouth. Bubba, did you fall out of the bed? Please. Hey, Eric. Good to see you. I'm digging this day time live schedule. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Yep. Howdy to you. Alicia Hot Wheels, thank you for being here. Like y'all wanted the truth and justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Right. We just want to get to the truth. I mean, it's so hard though. She lies about everything little. She could have said, yeah, we took a Gerber life policy. All of us parents know what that is, right? Because when you have the baby, they put a folder together, you know, they put all of this stuff in the folder, and that is part of it. They put the Gerber life policy in there and you're able to sign up for it. They even put a photography agency in the folder that I got when I had my daughter, and they came to the house and did her very first pictures. I had her pictures made, and she was probably a month old only. So she sure was, and I have every bit of those pictures, and she sure was cute. Still is beautiful. X is extremely triggering. Yeah, and I mean, you know, the thing is that it's hard for someone to understand it, right? Unless maybe they knew a friend and they watched it firsthand, right? They saw what happened. But sometimes it's really difficult for someone who, and congratulations too, it's a lovely thing, guys. Like, seriously, I wish that, you know, I would have had that love story, right? Of course. Like, but if you've been married for 40 years and you married your high school sweetheart, you don't understand how ugly and disgusting and horrible and vindictive and evil, really, that a tumultuous divorce can be. You just, thank God you don't have to worry about that. Thank God you've never had someone that you loved with all of your heart hurt you so, so badly, because it does change who you are as a person. It changes the way that you look at every single relationship after that. You develop trust issues because of it. You're not so fast to jump into something with someone else, right? Unless it's a, you know, casual situation, because your walls are up, and rightfully so, you know. Well, I don't think that Miss Ann is going to come up, guys. So let's move right along. Hey, Ann Brock, you made me think of our other Miss Ann. I completely forgot I gave her a link. But I'll have you up another time, Miss Ann, and we'll definitely get to talking about this, because we need to get to the bottom of it. And if there's other information, or if somebody wants to come up on the panel, you don't have to show yourself. You can come up here and talk. You're more than welcome. I'm here to hear everyone's points of view. I think we all need to be heard when it comes to Sebastian Rogers' case, and everything can help us to try to figure it out, right? Come to a better understanding. Dude wipes for man's ass is in the house, allegedly, in my opinion. Oh, God. I was only kidding, too, by the way, when I said that. I was like, what are those, ass wipes? Like Chris Broadfoot? And then come to find out, they're literally ass wipes for men. They're marketed towards men. Best clean, pants down. Thank you. Eric, I couldn't remember the slogan. I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. Best clean, pants down. And if you guys, I don't know if they're going to copyright me for it. Hey, whoever's here live, I'll just scrub it out of the video. You know, why not? I'll just scrub it. They don't want me to play it. Hold on. I'll show you guys. This is too funny. Hold on. I know I got it here. Let me look. Well, I'll just play it. Why not? I mean, like I said, I'll just take it out if not. Dude wipes. I mean, it's a YouTube. It's just a commercial. Hopefully they don't copyright a commercial, do they? I mean, Hold on. Oh, here's the video. Hold on. Okay. Am I going to be able to show y'all this on the screen, though? Okay. I'll remove that. Hold on one second. Let me pull this in. Not that one. Oh. Why wet? Question mark. All right, here we go. This is the official sponsor of Ribfest. Butt wipes. Okay, good. You guys can see. Hopefully you can hear.
Drop your drawers, get going. Drop your pants. Nothing showing, you feel confident and clean.
Feeling confident starts by dropping the toilet paper and picking up Dude Wipes, the extra large flushable wet wipe that clears instead of smears.
Bottomless confidence, clean.
Michelangelo in the background. Can you see that?
Drop your pants and show off your Dude Wipes clean on Dude Wipes clean.
Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Even the A, I mean, seriously, really, I mean, fine marketing if I've ever seen it myself. Here's another one. I think I talked in there. Sorry, guys. I'll watch it again. Shoot.
Drop your drawers, get going. Drop your pants. Nothing showing, you feel confident and clean.
Feeling confident starts by dropping the toilet paper and picking up Dude Wipes, the extra large flushable wet wipe that clears instead of smears.
Bottomless confidence, clean and skin free. Drop your pants and show off your Dude Wipes clean on Dude Wipes clean.
Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Gross. All right, there we have it, folks. Can't make it up. Ass Wipes, official sponsor of Pigfest. Seclusion Works says, I'd pay for a very nice dinner for Seth and Sebastian if Sebastian comes home. Better yet, a full day of Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Seclusion Works. Yeah. I went to Busch Gardens when I was little. I was really little when I went there. That's when I first saw dolphins, and I was like, I want to be a dolphin. I want to be a dolphin. Cleans instead of smears. Maybe Katie needs some butt wipes. I know they're supposed to be geared towards men, but I mean, she could clean it up and not smear people. Oh, yes, YouTuber. We were talking about Charlie. I dropped the link for Miss Ann. I don't know. I hope everything's okay. Let me see if I see her in the chat. Miss Ann, we need you to come to the office. Miss Ann, to the office, please. But yeah, because that's all I really have for you guys. I just remember Terry Lynn going on and on and on about how somebody took her money, and, you know, then people were sending her money, of course, and it's like, whatever floats your boat. Ain't gonna get a dime off of me, though. I already gave her enough in memberships. I don't know. It's disgusting. This is what we're dealing with. Sebastian Rogers' case, ass wipes. Can't think of a more appropriate product, I think, to be associated with the Proud Feet and Power Socks support of Pigfest. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's gross, you know. Just don't flush them, Bobby says. Well, they said they're flushable. They always say that it's flushable, and then you have, like, some guy in the 5 o'clock news is a plumber, and he's like, please don't flush any of these things or tampons, blah, blah, blah. It's like, OMG, wait, are they implying that the whole Pig Fest is going to be full of hot steaming brown stuff? Krista, maybe they could use the Dude Wipes to wipe the bullshit off of the case that they've you know, found no evidence on. Wipe this shit off of your face. How about let's start there? In my opinion, there's plenty of ass wipes. Women's Warrior says connected to Pig Fest. I agree. No, she's not backstage. I don't think. Hold on, let me check. No, it's Lady Freedom and Dude Wipes all the way. Okay, sorry. If I'm going to disparage others, I disparage myself. See? No, Miss Ann, honey, you're not. Let me see if I can get you the link again. Hold on a second. And I'm sorry if you was waiting. I don't know where you're waiting though. Copy? All right, there we go. We copied it. All right, bear with me, please. Pretty, please. Boom, shakalaka. All right, here we go. Here's the stream. And it'll be like a little duck, Miss Ann. You'll see that it's like a mallard, like a little mallard duck, like a little green duck, and it has headphones on it. What is the name on X, Charlene? The person who posted it was Lauren on Facebook. So, wait a minute. How could somebody take her money? I don't understand that. Well, people were donating to both of them, right? But then even like allegedly Evil, right? Like E, letter E, and then Bill, CJ. I'm not calling him evil. That's his name. He was giving this Charlie Briley guy money too. This is Charlie Briley, right? And kind of just before, while we're waiting on Miss Ann to come up, there was a post on X. This is what it says, Krista. And I'm sorry, guys, just for everybody coming in. Thank you and welcome in, everyone. So just bear with me when I take this down. It says, finally found the photo of the alleged bare footprint from the retention pond, but look at the name in the corner. Not sure what to make of this, right? And then we look at the picture right in the corner, and there is Charlie Briley on a live stream, right? And there's the footprint, the alleged footprint from the day in question, right? When they were searching. There we go. There you are, Miss Ann. Give me 1 second. And then this is Charlie Briley in the photo. So it says Charlie Briley was the man who put the mattress pad in the truck above. He told someone that he got rid of it. He never responded to my text messages. If he can be located, his truck bed may still have some DNA from the mattress pad. And this is the mattress pad, right? May 13th, 2024 at 3:05 p.m. 240 New Hope Road, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075 in the United States, right? And then let me just pull Miss Ann in. Hey, Miss Ann, how are you?
Hey, all right. I just got my infusion done. Just got
Okay.
home not too long ago.
I'm sorry about that. If you were waiting backstage.
I remember Charlie and TL going out together. Every time he did a live stream before he went out looking for Sebastian, he was asking for money for coffee, cigarettes, whatever. And then Tara from another realm, she gave him the money to get the canoe. He was wanting a John boat, but the John boat wouldn't cut. It fell through because TL said she knew somebody that would sell it to him for $400, and that fell through, I guess, because he never got it. He got the canoe from money that another realm sent him, and he went out looking by himself all the time. And she said, now this is in my opinion, or however you put it. She said that he quit looking because he found 2 dead bodies in the river where he'd been looking for Sebastian.
Oh.
And then, yeah. And every time he did a live stream, he deleted it right afterwards. You can go on his YouTube page. You won't find nothing.
Really? So does this look familiar, like in terms of him going on to like a StreamYard like how I do?
Yeah.
Because I can change mine to look just like that, but I always just do the bubbles. You know how like we have, you have your bubble and Reynolds. I have mine with Lady Freedom in it.
Yeah. That's the way he would go. And you would see him, you would see his whole body if he was out there, walking and stuff. And I think that picture that you just showed was a place they suspected maybe that they buried him.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
think I got
interesting.
bit by fleas.
But they're all deleted. All of the ones that he had put up of him searching
On
for Sebastian are
yeah,
deleted.
all of his. Look him up on YouTube, Lady Freedom. You'll find out.
Let me
He's
see.
not.
Is
He
his
does
name
not
just
have.
the channel's just Charlie Briley?
Yeah, it's his name. It's under his name.
Okay. It's so strange because I mean it's weird that they wouldn't have a screen name and then to take. So with the boat, was he asking people like, "Hey, could you help me out with the boat? Like I'd rather
Yeah,
like
yeah. He was
that's
always
what I remember."
he was always asking for money. Every time he came on, he wanted coffee, lunch money. He wanted money for this, money for that. He even wanted money for supper. He and then
Gosh.
everybody thought that he was not married. Did not know that he was married, and then all of a sudden, like TL says, he's got a whole damn wife. That he was married and he had kids and everything.
Really? But so
Yeah,
what? Like, I mean, I get it. Like, if maybe you're out there and somebody wants to like, as a courtesy or just to be like nice, stay hydrated. Here's for some waters, or go get you a donut to get your sugar up or whatever. But he was pretty hardcore about asking for all of that, huh?
yes, he was. He was. And you won't find nothing on his, it'll be a blank page and it'll show him, his
Here's the
face.
one. Here, I'll show you. I'm gonna share it real quick because I looked him up and I just typed in Charlie Briley just so you guys know. Um, yeah, here we go. Okay, Miss Ann, can you see that?
Yeah.
Do you recognize any of these accounts? Because I don't know. You know what I mean. I don't know this gentleman. He doesn't sound like any gentleman to me. But
Go
I'm
up,
just trying to be
go
kind.
back down. Go back down.
Okay.
No, that ain't him. It had his picture on it. That ain't him
Right.
at all. Go back up and click on one of the very first one with the C on it.
Oh, with the
This,
ram.
no, the
This.
next one,
Sorry.
that ain't him. No, go to the next one.
This guy, Charlie Briley six. Excuse me, 63, 16. But he doesn't. He looks like a young kid there. That guy.
Yeah, that ain't him. Go to the next one. See,
Mm,
that ain't showing anything. That may have been his.
I know. Well, it only says 2 subscribers. I would think he would. Did he have a lot of
No.
subscribers?
Yeah, he had about, I got a mosquito bite or a flea bite. Uh,
Uh-oh.
he had about 20 or 30 subscribers. So go to that. No, that ain't his because he didn't have nothing on his. I have a feeling it was the other one.
I wonder
And
if he
I,
deleted his account completely because I remember her saying I can't find him, and people were getting mad in the chat saying I gave money, and then you know what I mean,
well,
and then it.
I, I looked him up then when she was saying that, and everybody was saying that. I looked it up and I found it. back
Oh.
then. He may have deleted it by now. I don't know. What's that green one look like with the
Uh,
C?
that's the one that has
Oh
like
no.
old school tunes, Charlie Brown.
No, that ain't him.
Yeah, and
I
that one
think
only
it
had
was that
three.
one that was blank. It was that other one that was blank that said it only had 2 subscribers on it.
Oh, the purple one.
Yeah, I think that's it right there. I'd have to look it up on my up on there again myself.
This one's just a blank video, but it says November 28th, 2019. It's just so weird. It's just so weird.
But he didn't have nothing on his when I looked it up. It was a blank and it just had him. I believe it was that purple one.
Yeah, because now it's just a blank. And like you could tell, like if you click onto people's stuff, you could tell, how long they've been, they've had your account, So this one was
Yeah.
started in July 23rd, 2017. 2 subscribers, 1 video, 11 views on the video, but that was 5 years ago.
Huh. I don't think that's it. He must took it down then.
Yeah, and somebody found him on some social media platform yesterday.
Oh, really?
Last night, and I was like, wow, okay, that's interesting,
Is
because
it him though?
nobody could find him. Well, and TL was saying, oh, well, I don't know where he is or what's going on, and
See,
all of that.
he even done a video at his house and showed his motorhome that he has. He had one of those big ones that you drive. It almost looked like an 18-wheeler, but it was a full deal. He had a great big one. And him asking for money all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's one thing that is really upsetting. It's like I understand these things cost a lot of money, to do that, but if my thing is that there were no receipts shown, and then all I remember, and this is all I remember, that's why I'm glad you decided to come up, but all I remember was Carrie Lynn coming up on her live stream like a bat out of hell, talking to all this shit and being like, oh, I don't know where Charlie is, and da da da, and he took all the money. But then come to find out, Terry Lynn's done that to many, 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 many people,
Oh,
taking their
yeah.
money, using it for things that she wasn't gonna, supposed to use it for.
Yeah.
And you can't. It's hard to speculate, right? Because I mean, but it's been coming out since even the end of last year that there was like a major grift with Terry Lynn taking people's money, right? And I mean, they
Yeah.
were giving it to her. No, I mean, please, guys, be careful of who you do it, but.
Somebody sliced Charlie's tire on on his truck there.
Well, and then what the canoe? I guess I'm a little bit confused. Like, was he just gonna kind of float down the rivers and look for
Yeah, that's
Sebastian
what
that
he
way?
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He bought him one of these. He bought him one of these things right here. Let me show you. This is called it's a phone case that keeps your phone from getting wet when you go in the water.
Oh yeah, I have a dry bag like that.
Well, he bought something like that for $5 at Walmart too. And he kept going out there and he would make videos and that while he was out there. And
Yeah.
but he didn't show everything all the time. And see, when I heard that he found 2 dead bodies in TL's thing, I kept listening to another round there, and finally here about a month or so ago, she told on there that Charlie found two dead bodies, and that's why he's not out there no more. It what do you call it? It scared him to death because
I bet.
he didn't want to come up on dead bodies, you know.
No. Yeah.
But
Well,
he
oh, sorry. Go ahead,
he
Miss Ann.
he was on there though. Every time he come on, he would get up there. He'd show his face, and it was a full view, the whole thing inside of his truck bed, like you could see out the back window because he was showing his face. And he would get up there and he'd say, I need coffee, I need water, I need this, I need that, I need money for lunch. And then he talked about that John boat, and he never got that John boat. The guy that he was supposed to get it from was from TL. TL knew the guy.
Right. Like she had a friend that was looking to get rid of his boat, and he was about to sell it to him for $400.
Yeah, yeah. But he never got that. But he got the money from Tara to get that canoe, and it was a orange colored canoe, I think. And he was supposed to give the canoe to TL after he quit, and he never did. He kept the canoe. As far as I know, he still has it.
Oh, okay. And then after that, he was using using the canoe on the river. Like, did he? Is that how he found the two people that he allegedly found, or
Yeah,
is
yeah. He found them when he was out there on the canoe looking for Sebastian on Drake's Creek or someplace. And I can't find anything about the two dead bodies anywhere.
yeah? I would want to see the proof of that
Me
because
too.
I mean, I would say, in my opinion, if I was out there looking and I did come upon someone who had, expired, it would be something that I probably would never forget, and it would be something that I probably wouldn't want to seek out again, even though I feel good. But you
It,
would think that, they would say local, you know, man, Charlie Briley here is, a local hero or whatever, especially if
yeah,
he's okay with, receiving gifts and receiving accolades, right, for being a
he
good
had a
person.
cat.
Like, that's just being a good human, right? But I mean, you're not when you're like, I need coffee, and by the way, I need a smoke. Anybody got a cigarette? It's like, sounds like Charlie came to the party with nothing but a habit. You know what I'm saying, Missy?
Yeah, yeah. He he had a Cash App, a Venmo, I think, and PayPal, and that's all he would
Hey,
use for them to send him money.
and how did Terry Lynn get hooked up with this guy?
I
Do you
don't
know?
know. I don't know. All of
I
a
don't
sudden,
know.
he showed up.
Because, like, this looks like it was in the beginning. They said this was near the retention pond. You know?
Yeah, I think uh that he showed up around about the 6 month part area, like, and they did go to that retention pond together, him and her.
6 months later, though.
Yeah, yeah, and they
And
searched all around there looking for him, and they found 6 retention ponds there.
thank you, Women's Warrior. So I wonder. I'm sorry, Miss Ann. I'm just checking to see. Hey, Kentucky for Life. Um, I'm trying to see really quick. I saw something in here. Well, see, my problem, Nisi Marie, is that I had it popped up and I took it down. Nisi Marie says, in my opinion, if TL and Stephen Crabtree was in the courtroom with the feet in socks, right? That tells me all I need to know, in my opinion. Yeah, and the fact is that everybody was jumping my butt because I said that Cluminati had said that they were in the courtroom on their side,
Yeah,
right?
and
Because it had crossed the aisle.
I heard they were buddy and everything outside afterwards.
Yeah. And then she was trying to lie about that. And then the next thing you know, you
Yeah,
see her. And I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, that does not look like the person that we see on the internet, right? But it was her sitting
yeah,
right behind the prop feed. It's this one. I'll show you guys. And and I mean, I don't like to be called a liar. That's one thing that I'll just go off and prove shit. Because I'm not a liar. There she is, right
yeah,
behind
right
Chris and
there in that
Katie.
green shirt.
Yeah,
That's her, right
that's
there in
her.
that green shirt, right behind Chris.
Yep. And that's Molly
Yeah,
Golightly, I think.
I don't know. All
I
I
think it
know
was
is
another
TL.
YouTuber.
I don't know any of the other YouTubers or anything, but she had a lot of YouTubers with her all the time, and she had a lot of other different people that were out there searching with her too. She had
Yeah.
that Casey. She had Casey out there. She had one that come up from Alabama all the time.
Well, Casey
That
is the one that set up all that crap with Stephen Crabtree and them, and barbecue and all of them.
yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Don't be mad at her. Don't be mad at her." And Terry Lynn's like, "Don't be mad at Casey. She didn't mean to." Yes, she did. That was all a
Oh
bunch of
yeah.
bull crap too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What they were trying to do was take Terry Lynn down. They didn't want her to be searching for him no more because I think she was getting close to finding him. And then there was that guy that come in on her chat. He was from another country. What was his name? Oh,
Colin.
yeah, Colin. He told her where to go look for him, and she showed Colin a spot, and he said, "Yes, that's it."
Wasn't Colin saying something about the power, towers?
Yeah, two power towers next to each other, and then there was water around them. And it was up there on that one spot where she was looking, and she showed, it was dark, it was at night, and some car pulled up behind her while she was there, and she got spooked and left.
Oh, okay. Well, it's funny because I just got, you know, confirmation of Charlie's Facebook page, and it says right on his Facebook that he's in a relationship. So, how Terry Lynn didn't know he had a whole wife is another thing too. That's a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion, because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
puts it right here. He lives in Nashville in a relationship, and when you scroll down, like on somebody's Facebook page, and they're in a relationship, it'll link them to the other person. Like on Facebook, like in a relationship with whatever. If it was me, it'd say in a relationship with Lady Freedom, or life events, married Lady Freedom in 2017, whatever.
I
You
can't
know.
remember what her name was, but her name got leaked out,
Well, of
and I
course
think
it
it
did.
was,
Terry Lynn likes to go real life in people.
yeah, she went and told her name,
How do
and
you
I
think
think,
anybody knows my real name? It's because of her and Chris Proudfoot's crap that they're the crap that they pull. Of
yeah,
course, because it's anybody that looks for Sebastian. That's why it bothers me so much. you
yeah,
know? And then when they're seen at court just like this, it's like, oh no, you're a liar, not me. No, bull crap, you're the one that said it. And then here she is sitting there. I'm
yeah.
like, no. Like,
She supported Chris. She knew Chris, and she knew where the poker party was at. She knew the guy that had the poker party, and there was something that Sebastian was on his laptop, the guy's laptop. I forgot the guy's name, and something happened on that laptop.
Oh, okay.
With Sebastian was on there and he was talking to somebody or something, or he found something on that laptop.
That he wasn't supposed to see. I remember
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. He found something on that laptop that he wasn't supposed to see, and I think it was them plotting to get rid of Sebastian.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, that's part of something that makes sense too, you know. I mean, I know we've speculated on it because, you know, they've had not so nice things to say about Sebastian, like even publicly. What do you think of this comment? YouTubers here, thank you for letting us know. Tara bought a $3,000 boat for Charlie to search for Sebastian. He he absconded with it and ignored contact from Tara, right? From
Yeah,
another
he
realm.
ignored her for about 3 months
Wow.
or more after he got that boat, but it was no $3,000 boat that he bought. He only bought a canoe.
Thanks, Kiki. Well, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. When people are so easy to start putting their hand out and asking for money, in my opinion, that's not the first time they've done that. They're used to doing that and you know, throughout their life. They're not This isn't something new, like, oh my gosh, I have to search for Sebastian and I need coffee and I need cigarettes and I need no, like, I mean,
Is that behind Terry Lynn there, his sisters?
I think the lady with the purple hair is Melissa.
Purple hair. No, the
You
one
see,
that's directly behind her that's got the glasses on. And then there's another one right behind Chris with the glasses on.
the one that's directly behind Chris and Katie in the middle of those two is Terry Lynn. That
No,
one's, yeah.
behind that, the one with the glasses on.
Behind
Blonde
that
hair.
is, yeah, that's Terry Lynn.
I thought Terry Lynn was the one with the hair braided.
No, that's Katie.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
got
then
Katie and
who's the
Chris.
other one over there? Who's the other one on
That's
the
another
other?
you. Well, that's the YouTuber Molly Golightly. She went on Jay's panel that day and said that Terry Lynn was scooting close to her, close to her, close to her, and scooted her right out of the pew in court.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
like they
Wow.
were on the bench and Terry Lynn's like, oh, I, you know, blah blah blah, and you know, I don't exactly know what was said, but that she scared that lady. TL did, according to that lady. You know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Diane. I mean, I don't know what the heck is going on. That's my thing. It's like,
Well, who's this other lady over here beside Katie? The same role that Katie's in. Who's that? With the
I'm
real
not
long.
sure. I'm not sure who that is. That's a good question.
Wasn't that guy's name Dean or Danny or something like that that had the poker party?
It was. I thought that it was said that it was Danny Guy
Yeah.
who had the poker party. Hey, Cal
Yeah.
Gal.
Yeah, that's who it was. I wonder if he was there in the courtroom.
Well, and my thing too is that Terry Lynn comes from a community of grifters, right? Like people were
Yeah.
completely taken back by her searching for Sebastian because they thought she was blind.
Yeah. I had to get
And
drink
here
my
she's driving
coffee.
around and people are like, what the frig is going on? You know?
Yeah.
So, you
Hey,
know,
here's my coffee.
yeah, I know. I just, you know, I get my coffee and if I get a Starbucks or something, but, you know, because I do love Starbucks.
I do too, but I don't have the money. I like their caramel frozen caramel one. The
Oh,
frappe.
yeah. Is it the caramel ribbon crunch one?
Yeah. I
Oh, that
love
one is
that.
so good. That
my
was so good.
nephew, my nephew, when my mom was dying, he came and got me and my other sister, the older sister,
Mhm.
and he took us to Ingalls here in town, on the Georgia Road from my house, and he took us in there and he treated us to a Starbucks, and that's what I got, and he got it half and half. He said, "Make it half and half, less half sugar, like it was."
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
oh man, that thing was so good. I loved it. Oh man.
Yeah, they give you a lot of options too, because you could use like oat milk or any of the stuff. Now Kiki
Yeah.
says, did he haul off the stuff? Yeah, yeah. He supposedly,
Yeah, I
was.
think he took it to the dump or something. He tried to give it to the to who was the sheriff, and they wouldn't take it. It's just like those pants that Terry Lynn found.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that one officer would not go in there to get them pants, and Terry Lynn refused to touch them and stuff. And then a woman officer, or his no, it wasn't an off. She wasn't an officer. She was the head of him. Like she, if you know what I mean. She went in there, got all wet and everything, and got them pants out, and then then they said they were too small or something. They weren't Sebastian's. And then about 2 or 3 months later, she's on there saying that they are Sebastian's pants.
Right. But then also, didn't you think it was weird? I mean, I did, just because Seth was in Grandfather Mountain, too busy trying to see if that young man that was spotted there was Sebastian. And then all of a sudden, these pants were found, and a lot of people were speculating and saying that she planted them there. And
Uh
again, I
huh.
stood up for her and said, no, she didn't do that. She wouldn't do that. But then now it's like, well, she obviously did.
Oh yeah.
Here's the spelling too, Chowncha, or sorry, Kiki. Give me 1 second. Um, but yeah, I agree too, Sandy. If he needs some money, then why doesn't he come forward and talk?
Yeah.
I think he's just a grifter, especially if he got himself a new boat out of the deal, and you know,
Well, I never seen a boat. I only seen him going out on the canoe and paddling on the canoe, and he had his phone recording it all, and where he went looking, and then he went up to the off the water and looked around in some bushes and stuff that was there, and for him and for Sebastian, and he couldn't find him.
right, right.
If you remember, well, I don't
Uh,
know. Did you see that part when he was on? And Terry Lynn was showing it on her channel, or he showed. No, he only showed it on his channel. Anytime he went out by himself. But when he went with Terry Lynn, they were together. You remember when Terry Lynn and him were out there looking for Sebastian? It was dark, and they walked across some railroad tracks, and there was an abandoned house there. And I was in the chat, and I told her and Charlie they need to go look in that house. That he was in that house. I felt it. They and Terry Lynn said that she's not breaking into some private property home or whatever and go look for him there.
yeah, yeah.
You remember that?
I do remember that because and she'd been back to that. Was it that little white house? Like it was like it wasn't like as small as a shed, but it wasn't like as big as it was like a small little tiny house, right? But it was locked
It
up.
was dark. I couldn't really see how big the house was, but I could see that he was in that house. I could
Yeah.
feel him in that house. I could feel him right there. And I kept telling her, and I kept telling her. Every time she went out to look for him, I says, Terry, you need to go back to that house and look in that house because he's in that house.
Yeah.
And
Well,
she
and it's
wouldn't
so
go back.
strange, you know?
She wouldn't go back.
It does make you wonder. It does. Nisa Marie says, was it the one with CP going to Memphis? Remember, 2 people went with CP. Allegedly kind of makes you wonder. The face looks similar.
I don't
Yeah.
know if he went with CP to Memphis. He talked dirt about CP all the time when he was on his own,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
doing his own researching and stuff.
hey, June. Hey, Sonia. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, and see, that's what's so hard to figure out, because I mean, talk is so cheap. People can just say anything. I
Yeah,
could say something, and this is what I believe, but actions speak louder than words. So it's so difficult to kind of decipher.
yeah. And then and then what's her name? She just came on. Not Sonya, the dog one. What's her name again?
Lego my Diego.
No, the one with the dog that went out there to search. That's in the military.
Oh, Jules.
Yeah, Jules. She was talking crap about her too.
I know. Well,
She
she
said.
threatened her
She
life.
said. She said that she was supposed to come over here and meet me, and she never did.
Yes, which I didn't get that same story. I mean, it was different. It was different, coming from the other person. True Crime and
Yeah,
Coffee says, watch the interview with FS Investigates, aka Pat, Phil, and McCoy, and they had asked Chris what he thought happened to Sebastian, and he pretty much told us what we already knew. I agree. I agree with that. I think that Chris was very comfortable with that conversation, and he leaked out a lot of things. June, Charlie's local. Yeah, he's from Nashville, I think. Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
And
He's from Nashville. He's either from Nashville or Hendersonville. I can't remember.
Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thanks to Troy. Oh, party time. All right, Miss Ann, hold on. Let's do this party really quick.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me pull it in. There you
I
go.
love that still mud.
Weezer, there's someone I'd like you to meet. That looks like an autopsy.
Laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. I'm so mad I don't know what to do. I want to know why. Lord, I wish I could understand. I just want to hit something. I want to hit it hard.
Here, hit this. Go ahead, Malin. Slapper. Are you crazy? Hit her.
Are you high, Clary?
We'll sell T-shirts saying I slapped Weezer Boudreaux. Hit her. Weezer, this is your chance to do something for your fellow man. Knock her lights out, Malin.
Let go of me.
But y'all don't say that.
Malin, you just missed a chance of a lifetime. Have a chickapin parish and give the eye teeth to take a whack at Weezer.
You are a pig from hell.
Weezer, I was just kidding. Come back. Oh.
Weezer, what brings you here? Shut up.
Not a very Christian thing to do. Oh, and now you gotta lighten up.
If you can't say anything nice about anybody, come sit by me.
Looks like two pigs fighting under a blanket.
girl is fair game until there's a ring on it. And I mean a wedding ring. An engagement ring just means she's ready for one more mistake. Okay, this is perfect. Watch this.
Sometimes I wish I was smooth like Zahid. Of all the people I know, he's the best at girls.
Thanks, Weezy. That's my good piece of ass.
And that's how you do it. Now, I'm gonna go hide in the back because that guy said he's gonna kick my ass and he has a neck tattoo, so...
I am pleasant. Damn it! I just saw Drum eating in this morning at the Piggly Wiggly, and I smiled at the son of a bitch, for I could help myself.
Honey, time marches on, and eventually you realize it's marching across your face.
Okay, sorry, Miss Ann. I put myself on there. Okay, there we go.
I love
A
that.
little bit more towards Sebastian. Okay, there we go.
I love that what you do.
I do too. I do too. It's so cute, right? I did look at my email perfectly. Let me see if I can look at your email. She says. So June says that's correct, and he bumped Evil CJ and then as well as Tara. So, that's terrible. I just don't know where these people have come from.
Tara sent him a total of $3,000 because she sent him money all the time.
Dang.
She sent him that canoe that he bought was $200 or $300, almost $300 when the taxes was added to it because it was 200 and something, and he got it from Walmart.
I was gonna say, don't they have cheap canoes at Walmart that aren't,
Yeah. Look on Walmart.com at their canoes, and you'll find one for $259, I think it is, 99, or it's $269, something like that. And that's the canoe he bought, but it was orange.
Yeah, and see, I don't know why. I don't. Brenda says, "Lady, he came to the party with nothing but a habit." LOL. But it just seems like because it's one thing if you're like, "Hey, I have a goal and I really want to do this because you can't afford to, or you just really want to." I get that. That I don't see as such a bad thing, and I know that there's some people around and talking about. Another creator that's fallen on hard times and stuff like that. And I did try to lend a hand myself and everything. I just don't see, and this is just my opinion, guys, since it was brought up. I just don't see how it's going to be sustainable, right? It would be like needing to have $150 per day at the minimum, plus trying to get food, right? Like,
yeah,
it's tough, right, Miss Ann? I mean, it's not easy.
No,
So
we've got a lot of homeless around here that don't have anything.
Yeah.
They turned the where we used to live on Lake Emery in town of Franklin. That there was a set of apartments that was above us, and we knew the person that owned them. It was my sister's husband, aunt, that owned them. And she sold them before she passed away. And it sat there empty for a long time. And finally somebody bought it. And he turned it into a homeless camp for homeless people to live.
During Riley Strain's case, I couldn't believe how many people were living on that big hill. Right on the Cumberland there, but just right on that hill. I mean, it's steep. And they were living right on that,
I got to get my other earbud. this one's dying.
Okay,
And I
do
have to
whatever you
plug
need
I
to.
had to plug them in.
We're glad to have you. Everybody's glad to have you on the chat. Well, and too, it's I wasn't around as much for when Charlie was there, but then when he left, I was around more for that, so I'm so glad to have you. June says true, because CJ got him lots as well, and he was searching with CJ too, and that's the thing, it's just so strange.
Yeah.
You know?
He took them out there a lot. He took a lot of people out. He went with too, just like he went with Terry Lynn, and he went with everybody that Terry Lynn was with.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Terry Lynn brought a lot of people in too. That was like just doing things like that, in my opinion. Just kind of like, oh, hey, if you want to make some money, we'll make some quick money off of Sebastian's case. Or hey, you can ask these people for anything, because people are desperate to find out where Sebastian is, what happened to him, and especially at the beginning, because time, was of the essence. So people are trying to, hurry up and find him, however they could.
Yeah.
Hey, Sweet Tea, could he have had like his shoes a little bigger, easier to slip on? I know someone who does that. Yeah, no, I understand that too. Katie said his toes were in the front of his one pair, and she had to take him right away to get another pair. Sonia says TL is friends with CP and KP. She is.
Yeah, she's on their side.
Yeah.
She all of a sudden she turned and went on their side more than anything. You remember that one time that she was supposed to meet, who was it, in that park? Were you on then? And Chris showed up and Katie showed up, and there was a big fight and everything.
Yeah, that was the day with Casey. Not
Yeah.
sweet Casey, not our sweet KC, but KACI, Terry Lynn's friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and everybody
Yeah.
was upset. I remember that, because people were saying, if she's really your friend, then why would she put you in a dangerous situation like that? But little did we know, Terry Lynn was already like switching over, and that was all planned out. I think she was trying to gauge how people's reactions would be, in my opinion, right? Dropping
Yeah.
Crabtree's link and, all of that.
Yeah.
She was a spy. Yeah, she was the mole.
Yep.
Mole. Lori says, I
She
remember
would
that
get
too.
she would get on who was it? Web Sluice's panel, and she got on Queen Bees and all of that, all the bad ones.
Well, that was that. The thing is that I have a problem with. It's not really changing someone's mind over. Like, if one can change their mind anytime they want to, that's
Yeah.
understandable, because maybe you might figure something out, or maybe you might put two and two together and think, oh, well, I need to change, my position here. And I get that. But it's the level of nastiness and evilness and crap, like, that she did to anybody that wasn't okay with any of that. Like, and
Yeah.
then, you see weird things like, coming from, mods
Wasn't
and stuff like that, starting Krama channels and doing this all in Sebastian's name, talking
yeah,
about,
wasn't that
adult toys in Sebastian's name. Things like that is like, in my opinion, there's plenty of times and places for that. In a missing child's case, there's no place for it. And especially if you're being deceptive and withholding, things from law enforcement, in my opinion, like this. Hey, Patty
yeah,
Lee.
wasn't that Casey from Alabama?
I'm not sure where she's from. She is from somewhere I don't desire to be. Like, I never cared for her at all. I thought she was very rude. Like, the last straw with Casey for me was when they were talking about that same instance, right? And she was telling everybody in the chat that she's more educated than they are. And to me, like, when you're intelligent, you don't brag about it. Hey, Tina girl,
No.
you just are what you are, right? Like you let other people decide that for themselves. It's just like when Chris Proudfoot says, you know, I'm a straightforward kind of guy. You know, he says that, and I'm like, you're anything but a straightforward kind of guy. And we're still waiting for you to, you know, help
Did
us
you
out with the
see
first
that?
thing you were going to help us out with.
Did
Do
you
you
see that
understand?
panel? Did you watch that panel on Web Sleuth where he was on? There was Chris was on there, I believe, and I think
Yes.
Terry Lynn was on there, and Web Sleuth was there, and I think Queen Bee. There was like 6 people on.
Oh, maybe I don't remember that combination, so maybe I missed it. But tell us
Yeah.
about it. Feel free to tell us.
Well, what I heard about it now is that they all fought, and Terry Lynn played some of it on her channel,
Oh,
and she said she was set up in there too.
it's kind of like a code, Brenda, for adults who like to share partners with each other. The pineapples. They were saying things like pineapple. I don't know why they thought that was funny. To me, it grosses me to the max. You know. Oh, thanks, Nano, for coming back. Glad to have you back. Sonia says TL sat with me in BHB the first couple of court hearings. Okay, I remember seeing, yeah. And then all of a sudden she changed who she supported. Yeah, that's what she did to me too, Sonia. I knew about the changeover that Terry Lynn was doing way before everybody else did, but I didn't say anything because I was like, nobody's going to believe me.
Well,
Straight up.
she told me, call me anytime you want. She gave me her number, and I gave her my number. She would never answer her phone when I called. She only answered maybe about 5 or 6 times the whole time that I was on her channel and I called her.
Well, and even when I waited to say something about the statement that Clue made about her sitting on their side at court, right? And the other
Yeah.
side of the aisle, she described everybody on the other side. People were saying, Lady Freedom, you're lying. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, okay, I'm not lying. First of all, I'm not lying. I'm replaying what Clue said, and I said according to Clue. So if anybody's lying, it's her. Let's just get
Yeah.
that one straight, okay? First of all,
Yeah.
and that's when I get, looking like Katie at the Texas Roadhouse doing one of them. Because, oh, hell no.
Yeah. It was she was pretty bad though. In my book.
Well,
She was pretty
and the
bad.
thing is sometimes people, don't want to believe, bad about somebody that they believe good in. I was the same way. I really support anybody that's there for Sebastian. I do. I will, always will, because we need more people together. Tina
I
Girl
ought to
says for
start
those
up a
pants
chick.
to have been near a muddy creek that they weren't very dirty. What do you think of that, Miss Ann?
Now what was it?
Tina Girl said for those pants to be near a muddy creek, they weren't very dirty.
I never seen the pants really that good because it was dark that night. But I did see when I did see him, it looked like there was a big spot on him of mud or dirt or whatever in one area, and I think it was on one of the legs.
Well, and I wonder too, because when I was doing research on the neighbor, CC, the one that lives right behind Chris and Katie, where, this kind of camera angle probably maybe came from, here.
Yeah.
he is mutual friends on Facebook with that lady that found the pants with Terry Lynn, which was Lego My Diego, the dog handler. That lady, do you remember that lady and her sister were there with
Yeah,
Terry Lynn?
yeah, that was that other dog handler, and that her dog, if I remember correctly, was her daughter's dog for PSTD or whatever, or something like that. And it weren't no search dog either.
Right, right. Well, I know it was like a Belgian Malinois or one of the types of dogs. But
I
I
don't.
found that to be very suspicious because, like Sammy says, so do you think she planted them as a distraction from Seth at Grandfather Mountain? And did you ever listen to Blue Eyes talk about going to Grandfather Mountain at the request of CP? Bizarro. I've never heard that one. Blue Eyes from Lolly?
I never heard of her.
I mean, it makes me wonder because Chris Carr being attached to Lego the Diego the dog handler and Terry Lynn being friends with her even back then when she was supposedly Team Sebastian, right, wanting to just find him. It makes me wonder. Terry Lynn was involved in
Yeah,
a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of
a
stuff.
lot
And
of.
this is before
Yeah,
Sebastian. Okay?
yeah.
Before.
She says she would get on there and say, "Oh, I have found so many children in the past, and all this and that." And then she said that she promised Sebastian that she would get out there and find him. What is she doing now?
No clue. The
She's
last
getting
time she
out
was
there.
up, she was harassing another YouTuber, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but
Several of them,
yeah, and then
actually.
she done you too. She slandered you,
Yeah. All because I
and I
didn't want to
think,
go over to that. All because I didn't want to support Crabtree or any of those people over there. And I said, no, I would never do that. You know? Take a whack,
yeah,
Louisa. No, that was one of the reasons too that I took
yeah,
myself out of the equation because I knew that yeah, Tara sent TL money every week for searching fuel flyers and a printer.
yeah, yeah. She did.
See, that's
Tara
so
did.
sad.
Tara
Well, I
sent
know
her
what to
money.
do.
She sent. I think the one that sent the money that she's talking about that Charlie took and took off with was sent by Tara, because
Yeah,
Tara sent
see,
them a lot of money. Both of them. She
that's
sent
where I was
Charlie.
kind of confused with. I didn't want to say anything that I didn't know for sure, or so I appreciate you helping me out with it too. Coop on
I
me asked if
believe.
Tara has a channel. She's called Another Realm on here. She's actually getting married soon, so shout out to
Yeah,
Another Realm and her. Yeah, she's getting married. Did you hear that, Miss Ann?
she's getting married sometime this month. I think it's around the 25th,
Yeah.
if I
Crafty
remember
Girl says
correctly.
she thinks it was Danny's laptop, Miss Ann,
Yeah,
that was at the
yeah,
poker.
yeah. Danny, the guy that had the poker party, Sebastian was on his laptop. And I have a feeling that Sebastian seen what they were going to do to him on that laptop. And I think Danny was involved in it, in my opinion.
Wow, right? I mean,
This
because you know how they
case,
all get involved, like how Nina said that they all get together.
yeah, this case has really gotten weirder and weirder by the day.
Every
And
time I get new information, it's weird, you know?
yeah, yeah, it is. And I won't be able to get on tomorrow at all until tomorrow night, because if you're going to be on, because we're taking off for the day. We're going to go to Tennessee. We're
Oh,
going to go.
okay.
See, we don't live too far, about 2.5 hours from Pigeon Forge and Sevierville.
Oh, that's so nice.
And there's
Now,
a
perfectly
Bucky's
imperfect.
there.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Miss Ann. What did you say?
There's a Bucky's there I love to go to.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get my beaver nuts.
Oh, that's great. Um, Perfectly Imperfect Boy Mom, I think Seth said that he bought him new boots, but I don't remember him saying that his feet grew like what Katie said. I just think he was buying him new boots. But that was my
Yeah,
understanding. I don't know.
yeah. You when Seth comes in tonight, you could ask him about that
Yeah,
and
I
see
will.
see what he says. Write yourself a note so you won't forget.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's the thing. Sometimes I'm just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And of course, I know it's not great without Sebastian. Because Perfectly
Yeah.
Imperfect Boy Mom says, "Well, Seth confirmed that he grew out of his shoes and had to buy him a pair of boots, right? But two shoe sizes in a month. That's my
Well, some
that's
kids
always
do.
been. I know it's not that much of a difference if you look at the shoes, though. Because like, here's the shoes. I'll show them again too. And these are two separate sizes. Excuse me, two sizes apart, rather.
Yeah. Well, my brother, he he was at the age of 12. He wore a size 12 shoe. At the age of
Oh,
12, he went from an 11 and to a 12 or something like that, or he was in a 10 and he went to an 11, just like that. It was quick. And mom and dad had to go out and buy him some more shoes, and I called his shoes gunboats
yeah,
because
yeah. Well,
because of how
especially
big they were.
a big shoe. Yeah.
They'd fall off my feet. I used to wear them to go out to check the mail in the winter because I didn't want to put nothing else on. And his was easy to slip on because they were so big. See,
Right, right.
in a
Well, people
min,
were saying that maybe they bought a little bit bigger so he could slip them on and off. Sammy, please don't feel bad. I just knew. I just knew that it would be hard for people to believe. Look, because I didn't believe it at first either. I thought that Gracie and Minnie went to Queen Bee's on their own and Terry Lynn didn't have a dang thing to do with it. And come to find out, she had everything to do with it. So please don't feel bad. It hurts my heart that good people were duped by her. It really does. I mean, I feel sorry for myself a little bit, but still more so than other people too. Tina Girl says, I heard from Smiley that when he got the bruising on his neck was from the poker party.
he may have.
Oh, this
He
one?
may
Here,
have.
let me show you guys this one. I know which one. The one they tried to hide. Was it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you that was it right there. See, they found out that he was on the laptop and looking at something, and somebody was saying it was porn that he found on that laptop. I don't think it was porn. I think it was something to do with him. And he was
Oh.
scared. I think it had something to do with him. And he was scared. And they found out he was looking on there. And they took the laptop, shut it, grabbed it from him, closed it up. And I think somebody grabbed him by his neck. If you could see the other side of his neck, I bet you there's bruises there too.
They covered it up, like they just covered his little, like you could tell there was something there, and they
Yeah,
covered
they
it
put
up.
makeup. They put some what do you call it? Foundation on it. Because
Well,
that's what I know women do when when they've been badly beaten. They would take and put makeup, the
well,
foundation on it.
In this picture, I think they did it digitally where they put like a peach kind of coloring, because see how it goes onto the light fixture? It's really hard to see it. Here, let me see if
I
I
can
can.
see it. Yeah. If I look close like I am right now, I can see it.
Yeah, because it goes onto the light fixture. So they thought that they would be slick, and
Yeah.
try to fool everybody and say, oh yeah, this is Sebastian right here, and he's
But
fine and
wasn't it
smiling. Even though
wasn't
poor
it said
Sebastian.
that wasn't it said that he went to school and they tried to cover it up when he went to school too?
Yeah, well, I don't, I heard, I did hear something like that. And Sammy, there's Buc-ee's all over. They actually are like these huge gas stations, but they're based in Tennessee, I believe.
No, they're based out of Texas.
Oh, they're based out of Texas. Okay.
Yep. Texas was the first place that a Buc-ee's was built. The first Buc-ee's that was built was a small one. They've got they had the biggest one there until they built the one in Tennessee. And then they turned around and went back down there in Texas and built another big one, bigger than the one in Tennessee. The one in Tennessee has over 200 pumps for gas.
Yeah, they're humongous. They put one in Missouri before I left, and oh, I know why I thought it was based in Tennessee is because there was signs all over the highway that said next Buc-ee's is in Tennessee, so maybe that's why I was thinking that.
Maybe, I don't know. But they're based out of Texas, and that's why their barbecue is made the way it is. The barbecue sandwiches, because it's made like from Texas, and you can watch them make the sandwiches there.
Don't they have like brisket and stuff like that, like
Uh-huh.
smoked
Yep.
meats and stuff? Yeah, okay, I
Yeah,
know exactly what you're talking about.
they got a brisket, they've got smoked pork or something. They make a pulled pork sandwich, and they make a brisket sandwich. I don't like the brisket as much as I do the pulled pork because it's pulled apart. The brisket is slices of brisket on it, and
Oh.
I can't chew it. I don't have any teeth.
Well, yeah, it makes it a little harder, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Well, and
Yeah.
sometimes that meat, if it's too tough, some of that
Yep.
smoked meats are kind of, they're like really soft, but
Not that brisket. Not that brisket. But you'll hear them. They'll holler, "Fresh brisket on the grill or on the table," and they were in there chopping it up, cutting it up.
oh, nice.
You could see them throw it on the table, even a big old piece of brisket. I mean, it was huge. We went there not long after that Buc-ee's opened up in Tennessee. Josh got to go. He loved going there.
Oh, really?
Yep. Another place Josh loved to go was Dollywood.
Oh, yeah. I would love to go to Dollywood. I've never been.
Oh gosh, you better have money in your pocket because it's expensive now.
Are they
For just
expensive?
just for a 1 day ticket, I think it's like 90 some dollars. It used to be real cheap because we used to go all the time when Josh was younger and a young kid. I even sent Albert and him off one day by themselves because my friend Carol was coming over. It's his friend that was the family friend, and she was going to teach me how to cut patterns down to make clothes from a pattern, a bigger size to a smaller size, and how to make clothes smaller and stuff. She was showing me how to do T-shirts to make them smaller to where they'll fit you and everything if they were too big. And I think I sent you that one picture with Josh in that gray suit. That's the suit that our friend cut down. That was a man's suit. She cut it down to fit Josh. The sleeves were
The one
too.
Yeah,
The sleeves
I
were
know.
too long on it. The sleeves were too long and the pants were too long, but she got it pretty well good. That's when he wanted to be baptized. He was going to we were going to the Lutheran church then.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
that's fantastic.
he was going to the Sunday class. So,
Well, he looked really,
and
really
they,
cute. They did a good job on the suit, that's for sure.
oh yeah.
I'm looking over here to try to find the post where the picture of Sebastian, uh, where he's wearing the Optimism T-shirt and he has that thumbprint on his neck in the front.
And
Um,
those bruises around his mouth, that was not chocolate milk.
I agree. Now that one was
That,
in his school picture.
yeah. I wish these spammers would call him out of the phone.
Here it is. I'll share this with you guys. Give me 1 second. I know I gotta hop off of here too, but here it is. Uh, let me take this one down.
Yeah, that. Josh and Sebastian would have got along really good. Joshua loved
Aw.
special needs children. When he worked at this place called the Factory here in Franklin. It's like that. Oh, it's a big one. I can't remember the name of it. It had all kinds of games in there to play, and it had a carousel, and it had a bumper cars and stuff like that in there to play in this old factory building that they renovated to do that. It had a bowling alley, laser tag, and all kinds of stuff in it. And
Yeah.
Joshua used to do Santa there at
Well, and I bet
Christmas
Sebastian
time.
would have liked that too. Laser tag is super fun. I've played laser tag. It's fun.
Yeah, Joshua at Christmas time, they asked him if he would do Santa. And he done a good Santa. I mean, I taught him how
Aw.
to do the ho 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 for Santa. And he done it because I used to do it to him when he was younger all the time. When it was Christmas time, I'd go, ho ho ho, Santa's coming. And he
Aw.
would giggle and laugh at his mama because I was doing that. But he loved kids. But he did not want Josh did not want anything to do with getting married. He wanted to be a loner. And I think
Smart.
it was I
Yeah.
think it was because I think it was because of his mental issues that he had. They diagnosed him with bipolar, and then he finds out here not long before he passed away that he did not have bipolar. He he
Oh,
had
yeah.
he had some kind of schizophrenia because he kept hearing voices. He kept hearing people telling him what to do and
It's
stuff
so
like that.
sad when it's just so sad when they misdiagnose people. I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Ann. And I'll tell you, Lisa B always says allegedly a woman called out CP for putting Sebastian in a headlock. And I mean, this is the picture that you see that, bruising on his neck all over. Yeah,
Yeah,
optimism, sure, etc. This one is an older picture, but he has bruises on him like every picture, that school picture with the alleged chocolate milk on his face. I agree.
yeah, yeah.
Sounded like something King of the Hill, LOL, I just know. For sure it was going to be a chicken place. I'm going to look it up. Don't they have like a Zaxby's and then that Bojangles or something? There was a headlock outside the poker party, allegedly. Thank you, Lisa B. I heard the same thing. I do remember that,
I
Shokio
don't
says they have
remember
the best
hearing that.
barbecue ever.
Yeah, Bucky's does. Ooh boy, we gotta go get us one. We've been dying for one.
Yeah, closest one is Kentucky and Springfield, Missouri. Sammy says, yep. They just put that one in. They pay really well at Bucky's. but they're very strict because they have all those pumps, like you said, Miss Ann. And how do
They don't
folks
pay
know the
good. They
details of
don't pay
alleged
good.
poker party? I have heard rumors, but don't know what's the facts versus speculation. CP would say. Well, that's the thing, Diane, because the people that were TL was the one that came out mainly at first. I think. Well, that was I shouldn't say that. I should say it was the first time that I had heard about it, and she just turned out to be not a reliable source. Oh, don't forget about Voices of Truth, GA64. Thank you. I have my notification set. I will
I do
definitely be
too.
there. Do
I
you,
do
Miss
too.
Ann?
I'm gonna
Good.
try.
Yeah, Tina. Yeah. And you can clearly see it. Let me grab the link. Oh, I have to get it in this tab. For Voices of Truth tonight. Yeah, guys, they always put on such a great show. And I think they were talking about it being, fact versus illusion. And I'm like, that's intriguing,
Yeah,
right?
that's what they're going to talk about tonight,
Yeah,
I
it looks
believe.
really, really good. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm going to be hopping off here and getting ready for that. And then, hopefully we'll be
Well,
on tonight again.
I gotta go fix my supper and that. I
I
fell
so
asleep while
appreciate you. I mean, Miss Ann being here because, there's so much stuff that a lot of us do have to help each other with it because there's so much.
I've got notes all over here. I've got to dig them all out and that because when I was on TLs, always wrote notes about everything, and I've got them here, but I just got to dig them all out. And one day I'll send you a couple of screenshots of some of my notes.
Well, thank you. Yeah. And I mean, if you ever wanted to come up and share them, you're more than welcome. I really appreciate everything you do for Sebastian, too. And everybody, all of us kind of get to watch little tidbits of one thing or another or find something interesting and write it down. Maybe we might not even know why we're writing it down, at that time. But we wrote it down, just the same. And so I think, it's
I,
important to.
I've got a thing like this right here full of notes from being on TL.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's really
And
something.
it's all sticky notes that I wrote it on. So because I was on there for over a year. I was on her
Yeah.
channel for over a year until she done what she did to you, and I says that's BS. And I went to your channel. I finally found it, and I come over to your channel then.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't really say, what her direct reasoning is, but I just find it interesting that even though, it's water under the bridge or, time has passed and it's over with, there's still always information being sent over that connects her directly again and again and again. So it's really
Yeah,
hard for me because I don't want to keep bringing, everything up, but again, it's very concerning knowing that she had so much access and she knows everybody involved and she's bringing up allegations and then now all of a sudden she's bringing up allegations against Seth, right? So if I'm to
yeah,
believe the ones about Seth that I know aren't true, then the ones that about the poker party and CP and everybody might not be true too, right? Because I have to be
yeah,
fair
yeah,
and balanced.
yeah, yeah. Joshua, when he was alive, every so often he'd come out and sit there and listen with me on TLs. And one night he come before he got real sick. He'd come out. He came out and he says, "Mama, have they found Sebastian yet?" And I says, "No, Josh." So he'd come out from watching his wrestling. He was a big wrestler. He loved the wrestling, especially when the women wrestled.
I agree, Diane Highland. I know. Well, and I wasn't like so much paying attention. Well, I mean, I would talk to you in there all the time, Miss Ann. You know, we would talk back and forth. How you got? You know, how is everybody doing? And you know how it goes in the chat. We all kind of know we're greeting each other, or you know, somebody might say something and
Yeah.
we might reply back. So you know, to be fair to all, even myself, I'm sure you guys have conversations, and I'm just jabbering away up here, you know. And so just to be fair. Oh yes, town chat, of course, of course. Well, Miss Ann, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna be hopping off here too. I just realized it's 6:30. But we had a good live. Thank you for coming up here and sharing. And if you think of anything, you know, let me know. Um, the prank about the
Well,
tip line, Holly S says when she called the tip. Yeah, tip line, unforgivable in my opinion. Nothing funny about Sebastian being missing. Yeah, the prank. Um,
did you
Again, there
see
was a
that?
lot of things that I
Did you see
overlooked.
that? What I sent you
I
in
agree.
your Facebook Messenger? That the
Oh,
Tennessee Missing on that's on Facebook posted Sebastian, and they said it's a $2,000 reward only on it.
oh,
Go look at it. It's got
oh! I
Sebastian's
will.
picture. It's
I
got
will.
Sebastian's pictures on it, and it says it's from the FBI. The $2,000 is.
Oh, okay.
So the FBI must have upped their amount that they were giving because they were only doing 50,000. Now it's up to 2,000.
Well, I know. I was gonna say the one behind me. That one came out. What was it, like the 6 month mark? And that one was $50,000 reward from the FBI. And then the one from Dog and Nick in at night. That one is $500,000 reward for, you know, any information from
Yeah.
her or Sebastian. Here's the newest one that Seth had posted yesterday, and I shared it out. Um,
I think I've seen that.
it's
But
this. It's pretty much the same except for. Um, let me see. Let me
but
get
it's
this
in your
one.
Facebook Messenger, the one that I sent you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you sending that over to me. Because yeah, I did not see that. I was not aware of that. Yep, this is the one that Seth just posted. See Seth one day ago.
Uh, I think the one that I sent you's got different pictures than that on it. And I think it's pictures that we have not seen yet of
Oh,
Sebastian. So you need
I
to go
wonder.
check it out.
Let me see. Oh, I do have it over here. Hold on. Let me see.
It's on your Facebook in Messenger. You might have to scroll up a little bit to find it because I've sent you a few other things too.
Oh, I see it now.
Now, doesn't it have different pictures than that?
Yeah, it's a missing in unsolved post. It's the one with the chest plate, the optimism T-shirt, and the one from here. I'll share it from the. Here we go. Oh, I don't want to share that whole thing. Hold on a second. Oh, I guess you can't really see. Um, I just don't want people to see all the people that have talked to me. I'll have to download this and we'll bring it in tonight. But it does say, it says a $250,000 reward has been offered for information leading to his location. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is a teen with autism who was last seen on Friday, February 26, 2024 in the Stafford Court area of Hendersonville, Tennessee. It is said that Sebastian may not be able to return home without assistance. Sebastian was 15 years old at the time of his disappearance. He is described as 5'5", 120 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes, or green. He could have he could have grown since the last time we've seen him. Sebastian's case initially received widespread attention, but despite efforts those who genuinely care, he remains missing. Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, has started an online petition requesting the FBI to take over Sebastian's case. Dog the Bounty Hunter has previously announced a reward of up to $250,000. The FBI, this is old, but see, it says it was just posted 18 hours ago. This is kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It
weird.
was an
Maybe they're just
old.
trying to spread awareness, though. So, I mean, that's good. At
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what they were. I
thank you
think
for
that's what they
sharing.
were trying to do.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to share it out as much as they can, but it is definitely, a $500,000 reward, and that they did that with Summer too.
Yeah.
They did. They
Yep.
did. So.
But he needs to be found, and he needs
Yes.
to be found now. Now there's some of those it's camps around in North Carolina that I know about, because
Mm-hmm.
one of them got closed down because they found a child of, I think he was like 15 years old, deceased there, and they investigated the place and they closed it down. It was here in North Carolina.
That's something
Someone
I've
in
been
your
thinking about too. I mean, I've kept it on my radar. On Hatfields and McCoy's, they were calling so-called sightings of a man that said it's Sebastian. He's seen. Yeah, I did see that, Kaika. Thank you. And that was, they were talking about a young person who worked over at the grocery store there. So really interesting.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting. Well, Miss Ann, thank
Yeah,
you
and
so
I
much for coming up. And I'm going to see you guys later on tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Lisa P, thanks for being here. And Little Redo, yes, we've been on for a little while. I'm sorry. I should have sent you a notification. But yeah, it'd be so nice to see you guys later. And, I'll definitely check those other posts, because I saw that you sent in Renesmee, the little girl too, that was missing from PA.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad. Every day we get a new one. I do want to go look and see, because I guess they said that they had found her and she was deceased, I think, is the
Yes.
update. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sad. So I'll have to update that. But all right, Miss Ann, well, if you think of anything, let me know. And thank you so much for coming up.
All right. You're welcome.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, guys, and I'm going to sign off too. So thank you all for being here with me. And again, as things are coming out, as people are seeing this case go into 18 months, and, more people may be coming out to speak on this, right? Especially if we spread awareness, right? And so people understand that Sebastian is still out there missing. So I love you all so very, very much. And, I will definitely be on later to talk with you guys. Oh, hey, Shay's Place. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad to have you. So yeah, and I'm sorry, I would stay on a little bit longer and chat with you guys, but I do want to work on a few other things and updates. Still not sure which day I'll take off this week, but I'll keep you posted on that. And then, of course, if you guys have information you want to send over to me, just let me know if you want me to share it. If you don't, it's okay. If you want to chat about it first, and, just so I have a better understanding, or I'll have some questions or something. But, I think every little bit helps. And I think if we, thank you, Lori. And I think if we all work together, that's the best way to do it, and I love Shay's videos, guys. She does a great job on her videos. And I'll see you all. I'm going to be over in Voices of Truth tonight. So I'll be over there, showing support to our friends Hindsight, Mama Rissa, and BMW Coop. So All right, guys, let's stay Sebastian strong. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.